and welcome to another episode of the Fellowship of the D20. It is on like a polyhedron. So, before we dive into the episode, let me hand it on over to our DM, Nem, who is going to do the intro for us.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to do the intro. My name is Nem. I'm your DM assist for the day, and I was born a poor Nem child. So, if you get that reference, take a point of inspiration out there. So, all right.
Kirk.
Very good, very good. So, when we left off last time, our heroes had survived a fight with a group of Drow that they were protecting a Drow princess. So, it was a very bloody and painful misunderstanding, but eventually the two parties went their separate way. Our intrepid adventurers kept exploring to the south, went over a waterfall, and they had put together their rowboat. And when we had left them, we were starting the adventure. They were on a small inlet in another cave that was also filled with water. They decided after fighting the last time that they needed to take a long rest. And so they went ahead and took the long rest. But while they were doing that, each of them had a different encounter. Some of them saw things looking at them from the water. As the long rest went on, they started hearing a rhythmic thumping in the water that was going on. And then the long rest was interrupted when one of the party, who we shall not name, decided to look at those drums and said, "Hey, there's thumping. Why don't I thump on these drums myself?" And they did. And this was after they had seen a body float out to the water.
That may or may not have been suggested by a certain barbarian.
Yes, well, it was also suggested by the rogue, I think.
Yes. So
it's not all the rabbit's fault.
They proceeded to bang out, and the rhythm was going to get them, and it did.
Rascally rabbit.
Ghouls started pouring out of an underwater passage and into the area where they were, and they fought those ghouls off valiantly, and with no problem at all, because they were only ghouls, and they were able to dispatch them rather quickly. However, their 8 hours of sleep had been interrupted. So what were they to do? Were they going to take a short rest? Or were they going to go ahead and move forward the way they were, not fully healed? They decided to take another 8 hours of rest. And as they did, mysterious things were going on underwater. What was happening? We're not quite sure.
Just the aboleth who kept telling us to get the F out.
Yeah. Well, the
aboleth, trying.
Yeah. The aboleth kept coming around saying, "Not my backyard." But they were like, "F you, aboleth. We're taking some needed rest down here by the beach." So eventually they finished their long rest and were ready to continue on their way. And they were very happy with themselves. They put together the boat. They were healed up. They were fat and happy. They'd even played a little tune on the bongos. It was a little butt bongo fiesta there, minus the butts.
While I did beat on the drums, I was the one who kept saying, like, "We need to go now."
Yes,
you were.
So, evidently, though, the kuo-toa that inhabit these caverns weren't happy for whatever reason. Maybe it's because they don't have butts to be beat on. Maybe it's because the ghouls came out. Who knows? But whatever they had
They're
done,
like Happy Noodle Boy. They don't have any nipples.
Yes.
They have gills that sound like Patton Oswalt.
Who let the ghouls out? Who?
But whatever the reason, they had set up a layer of defenses, knowing that our adventurers may come this way, and they weren't happy about it. As our adventurers were rowing in their boat, and whodunit was climbing along on the ceiling, the kuo-toa struck and fired 3 ballista up out of the water, which struck their boat, turning it into splinters and tumbling them all into the water. And then the fight was on. There were kuo-toa of all different types. There was a kuo-toa priestess. There were fish. There were aboleth that came in because now they were upset. And our party took them all on and fought them one by one. They took some hits, but they valiantly beat them all down. And then misfortune struck because the priestess decided then to be a real pain in the ass and summon a bunch of piranha, for lack of a better word, coming in to start chomping on everybody. But one of the things that really won the day was that Boja had summoned her spirit guardians and maintained her concentration through all the damage she took. And those spirit guardians were clearing things out right and left, while Bjorn was chopping stuff down all over the place. It was looking good. And then entered
The dragon.
the villain with the best name ever, who is the biggest wuss ever, the Eye of Anguish. The Eye of Anguish rolled in, and he was upset. He had been ice for all this time. And now that he had thawed, he was looking for a urinal and couldn't find one. So he decided to take it out on our companions. He tried a number of different things, and none of them worked. So finally, he decided to just look at whodunit and say, that's it. I'm going to use you for a urinal. And whodunit believed him and ran for the hills. Whodunit took off from the fear spell. And all the rest of his companions were like, what the hell are you doing? But whodunit was like, feet, do your duty. And he took off running. He ran as far as he could to the south. And he thought he was safe. But little did he know that to the south, there were a bunch of water weirds down there. And they said, oh, yum, look. I don't know why we need to eat because we're just water, but it looks good anyway. Tricks are for kids. We're going to chomp down on the rabbit.
They want hot and pepper.
The rabbit avoided it, or at least he got away. He took a couple hits, and he teleported back to safety, leaving Alutria facing down the 5 water weirds, while Bjorn is surrounded by a bunch of chomping piranhas. Boja has spirit guardians circling around her, and I think there's some other stuff. There are a couple of kuo-toa that are still hanging on when they should have gotten the hell out a long time ago. And that is where we pick up this session of the Fellowship of the D20 Prelude to Avernus. Are you all ready?
Yeah, it's just the fight that ends.
It's just the fight that what?
Never ends.
Yes.
Every time
Hey,
we think we're good, like some more people pop up.
Yep.
And can I get a little applause for doing that recap off the top of my head with no preparation? So
Hell yeah. Great recap, sir. Great recap.
Well done.
Thank you.
And
All
can
right.
I get a round of applause for leaving myself on mute when I just sat here and sang 4 bars of the song that never ends?
Hold on for
We've only just begun.
Oh,
The
no.
Carpenters.
We're not doing 1408, Steve. No.
No.
No, I was doing Brack. This is the fight that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends.
All right, somebody is thumping on their mic.
It was
Sorry,
great.
that was me while I was singing.
He was singing his fight song.
Okay.
Meanwhile, time is on my side. Yes, it is. All right. Ooh. Take that. It looks clear. So, all right.
All right.
So it is true. It is a fight that never ends. We're still fighting. Like I said, Bjorn is up there with Boja. He's surrounded by a little choppy fish. Whodunit is next to some kuo-toa, but he has gotten away from the water weirds. Alutria.
Are they perhaps baby sharks?
They might be. In which case, they
Been a while
really need
since
to
I
die.
did that.
And Cirrus is hidden so well, he's hidden from himself. He's having an identity crisis up there. So
Cirrus is doing just fine.
yes, he is.
I am so stealthy, I went to play with myself and couldn't find it.
Yes. As I said on our chat, Cirrus rolled a 1 on his check and got a 5,247 on his stealth check. So he's
Oh my
fine.
goodness, I'm so needy right now. I'm trying to play some D&D.
Yes.
All right. Who is up in the initiative order?
And we go to the top of the initiative order and to Bjorn.
All right. I don't remember who I was hitting. Was it this guy here? I think it was.
Nim, my map is black.
You have to back out and then
I back
find it
all
and
the-
zoom in on it.
Now,
If it helps, we're towards the upper right corner once you zoom out.
I was
No,
back.
actually, we're about midway on the right-hand side.
I get that, guys, but it was just a big black square, the whole thing. But it's fine
Okay.
now.
Yeah, it's because Roll20 they updated everything to help us. So
I noticed that.
I do like the new cone feature on the
Yes.
measure.
But are you happy with the stability of Roll20 right now? Are you feeling satisfied? So that's a you can answer that or not. It's up to you. So
Was that Rolling Stones?
Well, 15 minutes
No.
into this session, I have experienced no issues with stability. Let me say that much.
That was just me being snarky. So, you were hitting this guy down here to the south of you, who is a kuo-toa. Meanwhile, you are surrounded by swarms of piranha as well, or whatever they're called. What are they called? Quippers.
It's
Yes.
a dumb.
Bringing
Okay.
scourges of the
So
sea.
then, and I'm at. Let's see.
Sharks.
I am at disadvantage. So if I reckless attack, I can do a regular roll. Correct?
Correct, because you're in water and you're swinging with an axe.
Oh, am I not also at disadvantage because I'm surrounded?
You can't do
This is-
disadvantage.
They don't
No,
stack.
but I'll also
Okay.
remember, Mike, being surrounded doesn't put you at disadvantage to attack. It just
It
gives
puts
your
them at
enemies advantage to
advantage.
attack you.
Correct.
I see. Okay.
So your reckless attack isn't going to give you any extra penalty because they've already got advantage to hit you anyway.
Yeah. So you're just
Okay.
rolling an advantage. And you hit. So 28, 29.
Crush, kill, destroy.
All right.
Yes.
And 12.
All right.
Murder, death, kill.
You strike this kuo-toa, and this guy, he's in a frenzy. He's frothing, his fishy mouth going like nuts, his teeth doing the Bruce jibber jabber from Jaws, and his eyes bugging out. So it's a rather
Nice.
disturbing thing to see.
Well, let's see how he feels about another one.
You want another? Yes.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's one more.
21.
Nice.
Nice, Jeff. Nice reference catch there.
Thank you.
10
Yes.
for that one.
Oh, you said 10, not Jen.
Yeah, not Jen.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Wait, Mike, you just rolled a 2. Are you in a situation where you can re-roll 2s?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I am.
Oh,
You're right.
yeah, you can. 1s and 2s.
Okay, so I just
Oh!
never
Good
sure.
catch there.
Nice.
Make that 20.
Jesus.
Weapon stuff.
All right. That made a big difference. He's still alive, but just barely. He's hanging on. As he keeps on hanging on.
All right. And
Set him free. Why don't you,
I don't remember exactly. I want to say I had like 2
Nice.
cleric attacks left. Is that true?
I
Does
have
that
no
sound
clue.
right?
I don't know.
Could be.
Sure.
Okay. We'll just call it that. I'm going to go ahead and take one of those.
Okay.
All right, Tempest, you owe us.
23.
Snarky ass.
That's a hit.
That's right.
And that's 14 damage.
Tempest laughs at Cirrus, but you kill this
I don't
guy.
want to hear it. Just give Bjorn the fighting.
All right.
You-
I'm going to take my extra attack to attack. How about this guy down here next to Boja?
All right. You're going to
You want to be a
inherit.
smart ass, Tempest? We'll have tea again later
Oh.
once I'm on the surface.
Oh, no.
Shit. Do I have inspiration? Let me see.
Good thing we don't
Oh,
do
you can
critical
reroll
spells like Warhammer, so.
Oh, man, I don't have inspiration.
You can only roll 1s and 2s on damage, so.
Oh, God.
Hang on a second, Mike. Let me check.
That's it. I'll go tea
Yes.
or cancer.
Inspiration, Mike.
Awesome. Thank you,
The
sir.
fuck the rabbit is with you.
Awesome.
Set me free, why don't you, babe? Get out of my life, why don't
All
you?
right, 16
I'm gonna have to play that
against
song.
the piranha.
What were you saying, Jeff?
I'm gonna have to play that song after the game now.
Yep.
Just keep me hanging on.
That is a hit.
Yes, it was. Not a big hit, but a fairly decent one.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Reroll that. Oh,
Much
you're
better.
right.
All right, so that is 15 against
As-
the fish.
As you slash with your axe at the fish dodge aside. You're only able to hit a few of them as they move away from your blade as it goes through the water. So,
Oh, that is not an individual fish. That is a spool of fish.
that
It
is
is
a
a
swarm of
Spool of
fish.
fish. Spool of
Yes.
fish. All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
whoever
Okay.
there's got the lightning and thinks everyone else can survive it, because that would be cool.
All right.
Fish
Uh,
anyway.
Is that it for you, sir?
I got some lightning.
That is it for me.
All right. Let's see what these guys are gonna do. Now, there's an interesting question. I'm gonna roll for that. I didn't answer that question. All right, they're okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You feel the water move as something swims underneath you, Alutria.
Wow.
You don't
Well,
see anything, though.
It's Bjorn's favorite things: elementals in the water.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I'm glad you finished that sentence, Jeff, because I
Something's
heard
moving in the
things
water.
swimming underwater and Bjorn's favorite
Oh,
things,
no.
and that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that did sound bad at first. It did.
Oh, crap.
Like y'all can have a personal life, just not right now.
Well, we know you don't think shame, so there's that.
All right. One
No,
of these
Really,
attacks
maybe we should.
who done
Maybe
it.
a war cleric does that kind of thing in battle. Okay, give me a break.
And the character they are attacking from in the water, so they are invisible to you. You can't see what is attacking you.
Oh shit!
That's not good.
Fucking water, man! I tell you.
But they miss who done it. Meanwhile, 2 of them attack Alutria.
Lovely.
Gravity and water, our 2 greatest weaknesses.
This may be the first party I've ever played
Bjorn's-
where someone saying "I attacked the water" doesn't even make me question it.
What is
Yeah.
your AC, Alutria?
It is. Let's see. I want to say it's 24 because I took a bardic inspiration before this.
Okay.
I can cast shield if if they hit.
Yeah, can't you go up to like 28 now?
29. Yeah.
29. Yeah.
You take 13 points of damage, and you suddenly, all of you see Alutria's head disappear under the water as she is sucked down
yeah.
10 feet.
Oh
And
shit!
You are grappled.
Okay.
So
Oh,
on your turn,
shit.
you need to make an escape
All right.
check.
How much damage was that?
13.
Okay, that's not too bad. All right.
So one of them has a hold of you, but you saw Alutria do the jaws. So
Who's got the salt?
You think it's a slug?
yeah.
Let me see.
Lutria, you need a DC 13 check to escape from the water weird. So that's I believe it's a strength check. So
Okay. I think I still have my favor by the gods on this. So
or is it strength or dexterity? So
Yeah, escaping a grapple can be athletics or acrobatics. So
yeah.
athletics or acrobatics? Let me check that.
I mean,
Athletics or acrobatics? My acrobatics is slightly higher, so I'll go ahead and try that.
you got the dex.
Yeah, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and try that, and then if it doesn't work, I'll use the favor by the gods. Oh, that's fine.
All right. You managed to wiggle your way out of the water and pop up, bobbing up, gasping for air, even though you can hold your breath for like 8,000 rounds based on the way the rules work in this game. But
Okay.
but that is your action to escape. You have a move action and a bonus action left. So
All right, I can
You'll be all
teleport.
right. You can
I'm gonna-
hold your
All right,
breath.
I'm gonna shadow step out of there onto dry land. I have enough room to make it here, and I'll actually move a little bit further on land. Yeah.
Okay.
And let me see. I think I.
bless you.
Let me see what I got.
Coughing. Actually, I swallowed wrong. Ugh.
Let me see if I've got anything that'll work. Yeah,
All right, we take away our blessing.
Oh well,
Yeah.
wait a minute. That was my bonus action. Okay, that was my bonus
Curse
action.
you.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Cirrus, you see Alutria suddenly appear on the small island, and I don't know. It's up to Eleuthera whether she looks flustered or not, but she just
Yeah.
noped it from where she was. So,
Yeah. The water's attacking, and maybe might be some kind of water elementals. I couldn't see them.
Oh my God, you're kidding.
Fucking water. That's all you hear from Cirrus.
Yeah, it
Seriously.
could be gravity too.
Yeah.
or it could be mud, which is earth
Yeah.
and water together.
Yeah, and I kind of say if somebody has fairy fire, you might want to use it.
All right, Cirrus, your turn.
Yeah, I
That
don't
is
have.
an excellent idea.
What is this thing by Boja?
That is Mr. Simeon.
Okay.
He's invisible.
And this other thing by Boja?
Where? That is a swarm of quippers. They're telling
Okay.
one-line jokes and looking for laughs. So
So,
I don't know how this is going to work, but I can steady aim and wing it from here.
all right.
Come on. 23.
That is a hit.
I really would have liked a crit there. Oh.
This is psychic damage, correct?
Yes. 37 psychic damage.
Who knows what tiny little fish dream of, but whatever they dream of, they're not dreaming anymore as all of their heads explode and you hit them so hard they turn into sashimi right on the spot. So
delicious.
Okay. Cirrus will re-stealth and he will instruct Cassie to just dodge and stay out of the way.
Cassie, follow the 5 rules of dodgeball. So, and you are hidden from everybody. I'm not even going to try and beat that. Who done it?
All right. Since Eleuthera said fairy fire, I am going to in fact drop fairy fire. I can only get 3 of them potentially.
Okay.
I can't get the guy back here. He's too far away. So I'm just dropping it over here, trying to get these 3. Let's see the DC to dodge. Let's see if the water weirds can play some dodgeball. Is 18.
Okay. And it's what, Dex?
Yeah, the guy dodged. Dexterity.
1, 2, 3. 2 of them dodge it.
Oh shit!
One of them is illuminated right here, right next to you. You see something spring to life, rimmed in purple flame.
And for my part, I am going to run up the wall, so I will take an opportunity attack to some height.
You're going to take 2 opportunity, 3 opportunity, 4 opportunity attacks.
They all got reach.
You were in the water.
I thought this was land over here.
You had gone here and you were in the water, right?
No, I've been running along the walls.
Okay. Then I don't think you're going to take any opportunity attacks. I don't know if they've got reach.
Yeah, who done
they do have
it?
reach.
Yeah,
Who done it? Did a rim job and then tipped the hell out.
You're going to take 2 opportunity attacks then.
I don't know. Can the water weirds do shit like those aliens in the abyss?
Yeah.
Yes.
They look like
AC.
AC is 19, but I am prepared with shield.
You get hit twice.
Shield.
Okay. Well, they don't hit you twice then. It bounces off your shield. Bang, bang. You raise shields just in time. You thank Chekhov and decide to go up the wall. So
Chekhov, Sulu, raise them shields, quick. All right, so that's another 2 spell slots gone.
Oh my, Captain. If I hadn't raised the shields, our behind would have been vulnerable.
But
fire
Mr.
today.
Sulu, I've heard that's precisely what you like. A smashing frontal attack to the enemy rear.
Oh my. The 5 o'clock show is different than the 3 o'clock show. Everybody, take the winner. So, where are we? Kuo-toa whips are dead. The regular kuo-toas are dead. The giant octopus is calamari. Boja.
All right. I will do Scorching Ray. I will start with the one to the left of Bjorn.
Okay. That is a hit.
Yeah, the extra 2d6 to that as well. Computer is not cooperating.
Come on, roll 20.
I'm not sure if it's roll 20 or my computer. It keeps on resizing my screen, shrinking it, and then blowing it back up. Weird.
That sounds like you're moving the thing on your mouse.
That's just it. I'm not.
Yeah. Mine was doing
That's
that
weird.
today.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Do you want me to roll damage for you?
I got it. That's all I
Okay.
can-
Are you doing Scorching Ray?
Yep.
You know you get that extra 2d6 of fire damage, right?
That's what I just rolled.
7 plus. Did you roll the other damage for
Oh,
the...
you didn't roll the
there.
first damage, Nick.
There it is. 4. 11. Cool.
Okay.
They are still going, but you turn some of them into filet-o-fish. So,
All right, I got 2 more shots with that.
all right.
McDonald's is claiming right to those.
Pay us our money, McDonald's. We want our YouTube ad campaign.
I used to love getting McDonald's filet of fish and then getting the mustard sauce for the nuggets and putting it on the sandwich.
Oh, Lord.
We'll
Good.
just go ahead and do that.
Those are both hits.
All right.
That I'm gonna have to wait a while until I eat again. Thank you, Jeff.
And I'll do it.
I know, that's a weird one. That's a weird one.
I was never a filet of fish guy, but I really did used to like their McChicken when it first came out.
Yeah. Yeah, I did
It
too.
was good.
So, I think you have one more 2d6 to roll. So,
No, I did 46 that time, so that was the 9.
okay.
And fortunately, rolled 2 1.
Did you do the other 2d6 for the other one you hit with?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 14 total?
Yep.
All right.
Wait a minute.
I think we're missing a 2d6. So,
Right,
Steve, you've been quiet for a bit. Do you know you're muted?
So another 10.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I just had stuff going on.
You take those guys
That's
down,
fine. I was just checking.
turning them all into delicious fish sandwiches, which you done at Ruins with mustard sauce that came out of nowhere. I don't know where it came from. So,
Abracadabra.
but it's all
Or
right.
I will
Somebody
take-
asked them if they had Grey Poupon.
Well,
Yeah.
they were out of the Szechuan sauce, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take
Yeah,
that.
that was,
square
that was
off of
Guido
the middle
asking for the
group
group coupon.
on the top
Yep.
row.
Yep. Okay. Now, oh no!
No.
All right.
Well, I will not.
Your DM puts mustard on mashed potatoes, so
Do you really?
yes.
I'll
Okay.
put mustard on fried okra.
that's disgusting.
Okay, it's all potatoes. I like mustard on French fries, so
I
And
mean,
I
then-
like mashed potatoes on French fries.
Since
I
my
might be-
computer is messing up, can you move me closer to Bjorn so that the spiritual guardians will get all of the fish in the circle?
correct. There you go.
There you go.
Nice.
All right.
And
Let's see what we're doing here.
Okay, Jen, I can always move your token if need be. Apparently,
Okay.
I've got permissions on it because of how often you've frozen up.
This guy
Oh.
tries to run and is swallowed by a water weird.
Whoa! Bloop.
Yeah.
Um,
So the water
Should've seen
weirds
that.
are
It was
not
glowing.
specifically going after us. They're just going after anyone. That's
Yes.
interesting.
And then this fish decides to run, and he's swallowed by another water weird. They're not happy. These guys need to make a check, wisdom check, I believe, against the spirit guardians.
Wisdom.
1, 2, 3. Nobody made it. In fact, somebody rolled a 0, which is impressive.
That dude fried.
You want to give me some damage for spirit guardians when you get a chance, or I can roll it. So,
Go ahead and roll it.
what is it? 2d8, 2d12, 20d6, 3,000 d4s.
21 d6.
No,
Yes.
Cirrus isn't rolling a stealth roll.
What is it, Jen? I'm sorry. I'm yes.
I'm pulling it up.
I can find it. Sorry,
It is 2d8, but I'm not 100% sure.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 2d8 as well, but where is
Spirit
it?
guardian.
Radiant.
I think Spirit Guardians are 3d8 actually.
3d8.
Yeah.
I think their base damage is 3d8 without
It's
a
three-
rest.
It's 3d8. I've looked it up. It's 3d8.
Got it.
I've said
3d8.
I just know it from Baldur's Gate 3 lately.
Damn.
Yeah,
Spirit guardians.
100% accurate.
Spirit guardians were hungry for some fish. They took big chunks out of these fish.
There's going to be some smoked salmon in the water tonight.
In fact, you see spirit guardians going around munching now. They're not paying attention to their duties. They're eating. What the hell is going on?
Well, if they're eating, we'll get to their duties soon enough.
All right. These three that are left, try and you know what? They're just fish. And that priest took off. And now there's spirit guardians chomping on them. I think these spirit guardians are going to take off. So Bjorn, take an attack opportunity on one of them. So
Alrighty. Bam.
that is a big old miss.
Still, I rolled at a 1 and pulled out a 12. That's not bad.
10-4, old buddy. So
4.
that is every which way but loose.
That is
That's
like
right.
high long rolling. It still wasn't too bad.
God, I
That was
gotta,
a high long roll.
Yeah.
Cloud has damn little respect for the law.
gotta watch that movie now. So Bjorn, back to you.
Shit. All right.
You don't know what's going on, but you see some purple lights under the water over here on one creature.
Okay. Which creature?
This
one?
creature specifically, right here.
Okay.
You see an odd, watery snake-looking creature, ringed in purple.
Take the
Okay.
master's ashes and put them in the burning water.
Yeah, evidently he peed in the pool, so he's ringed in purple. So
Oh, all right. My aunt and uncle had a sign that said, "Welcome to our ool. Notice there is no pee in it. Keep it that way."
nice.
I love that.
Oh,
Oh, and I critted that son bitch.
Yeah,
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and make that 28
Damn.
points damage.
how much? 28?
28.
Similar to when you struck the fish, your axe, you know it was on target, but it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you're expecting as you hit it.
Even though it's a magical weapon, it's not doing anything against it.
Correct.
Well, I don't know what to do about that.
He didn't say nothing. He just said not what you'd expect.
Yes.
Okay.
Resistant. It's resistant.
Basically, you're swinging your axe through the water.
All right, 16.
Hurt.
That is a hit.
You broke up there, Jeff. I didn't hear what you said.
I said, but it's water you can hurt.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so 17 on that bonus attack.
Okay. Which is
And now for my second attack.
And now for my next trick.
watch as I pull a quipper out of my hat.
28. I'm guessing that's a hit.
Yes.
Oh, that was almost a 10. Looks like we got 13 on that one.
Feesgood would like some of the quipper to mix sandwich.
The fuck do we gotta do to get rid of this guy?
Feesgood likes cooked fish.
At this point,
Same
we're
thing.
probably
This doesn't seem to be doing very much damage.
Nope.
Well, I'm not going to waste extra attacks on it then.
yeah.
You are doing
go
that.
fuck yourself with Zariel's tail.
I will try it, but I don't know if Feesgood would like it. I will get back to you. So this thing moves over here around you, and then you feel the water sloshing around you. It's moving. There's water moving around you, but you're not sure why. What is going on? And this guy can squeeze into small areas, and he comes at you as well.
All right, Victor Toombs, I got an escalator
Don't
for
want to
you.
hear that when my butthole's in the water.
Yeah. You are going to take 4 of these attacks.
Better than
AC
the water
20.
being in your butthole.
Okay.
Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course.
You are hit twice. And you are sucked underwater. Meanwhile, you take a total of 10 points of damage, and that is halved.
Okay.
And you are pulled underwater. 2 creatures. You can feel yourself being pulled in opposite directions, and 2 of them have a hold of you and constricting you. So,
Okay. So that means Bjorn is kind of freaking out right now, as we all know.
and all of you,
Does that put him at a disadvantage?
You're already.
you're at a disadvantage. So,
Okay.
but you are going to have to escape being grappled at the start of your turn, which is going to suck down. So,
Do I have to escape from being grappled 4 times?
twice.
Okay.
All of you see Bjorn suddenly get sucked underwater, and you see him scrambling. I'm not going to make this super hard, but give me a wisdom check to see if you able to hold on to your weapon, or if you're just like going crazy.
Okay.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I recognize what these creatures are? I did see one.
Well,
You're
one
fine,
of them's
Bjorn.
very, so it's pretty
Okay.
visible.
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check. I mean, it's ringed in fairy fire, so,
Yeah.
and then it's your turn after that. So,
All right, I can do that. Yeah. 13. Yeah, that's probably not enough.
no, I mean, you've heard of different types of water creatures that when they're made of water, and so when they're in the water, they're invisible. They're also difficult to hit with normal weapons, even magical weapons. So they don't take as much damage.
We actually faced some water elementals not too long ago.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if I could recognize it as a water weird specifically, because I don't think I would know that.
Well, these are different looking. Water elementals generally take the shape of a fairly
We-
humanoid figure.
Because they're invisible in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd say we're fairly inured to just the idea of fighting sentient elements at this point.
Yeah.
Whatever they take.
Alutria, you're up. It is your turn.
Okay, one of them does have fairy fire on them.
This guy
Yep.
right here.
So
Well, I'm
advantage
hitting him. I'm hitting him. I'll just blast.
Okay.
with advantage.
Yep.
By the way, Jeff and Jen, Mike and Steve rolled up their Warhammer characters. It was pretty cool. They rolled up some cool stuff. So.
24.
Working on that. Jennifer's not entirely sure if she wants to play because she's not like into like the grim dark kind of settings for games most times. So
Okay.
we're looking over that and seeing if it appeals or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
Okay.
And your Eldritch, I can understand that for sure.
Yeah. That was one of my biggest reservations I had about playing it, but I'm just like, okay, if I play it like it's The Witcher, that gives me an opening into it.
Of course, if I was ever to run you guys through Ravenloft, you'll see.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering what this random discussion about another game is about, we have another channel called the Circle of Seven Dice.
Yes.
And you can see that actually on Omen Tabletop Gaming, typically every Sunday. But this particular
pretty
Sunday
sure
we're
that
taking off. You will see us back on the 28th for the Circle of the Seven Dice with a Marvel Superheroes game.
That is 29 points of damage.
All right. It is. You do a ton of damage to this water weird, and it appears to be barely holding on to its existence. Meanwhile, I'm channeling Fin Fang Foom. That's all I'm going to say. So,
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm just kind of moving a little bit farther inland.
You're moving inland?
Yeah, just slightly.
You don't want beachfront property anymore?
Not at the moment.
I gotta admit, I'm slightly disappointed that we don't get to play tomorrow, but that gives me a whole other week to plan your demise.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and it's Grace Meridian in her element, because before this, she's been fighting supervillains. This is like the first time she's actually fighting a monster.
You know, and this is good for Pylon too, who has a destiny to fight a dragon. So hey,
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Cirrus.
All right, we're good.
I don't know what this is going to do, but before I attack, I'm going to take my bonus action and extend my psychic link, since I have another spot now, to the fairy fired water. As long as it speaks a language, it can understand me. It doesn't have to be one I know. And simply say, we wish you no harm. We simply want to depart, but we will destroy you if we must.
I will do what I must.
You hear in your head.
I was
So
totally
you're
just thinking that
choosing
shit.
not to communicate.
So that yeah, that's Charlie Brown's teacher trying to swim.
Yes.
Yep.
That was
that
my
means
bad ability of doing Aquan. So,
But we can't, as long as it speaks a language, we can understand one another. We don't have to speak a common language.
it understands a language, but it doesn't speak a language. I don't know what that means.
okay.
If it can communicate in a language,
There's two types of telepathy in D&D. One type requires that you and the characters you're speaking to do share a language, or there's a language in common between you.
Which isn't this? I get it. Yeah.
The other type of telepathy says, which is as long as a creature has a language, you can communicate telepathically.
that's it. You and the creature don't need to speak a common language to understand one another.
Okay. They can understand, but it says it doesn't speak. But I'm assuming that means it doesn't speak in the material, the actual words. All right. What are you saying to this water weird?
We wish only to pass. We mean you no harm, but we will destroy you if we must to get by you.
You hear screaming back at you. You pollute our water. You pollute our water. Get out, foul things. Get out.
No.
Yeah,
What do
we
you
were
think we've been
trying.
doing?
I'm going to let its friends hear that too. We were trying, but when you stand in our way, this is what happens.
All those who touch our water will die.
Yeah, well, guess what, bud? You're touching your water.
When I think about you, I touch myself.
All right, Divinos.
Very nice.
38 points of psychic damage.
On who?
The fairy fired water weird.
You destroy the
Do
hell
I get
out of that.
inspiration for that?
Sure. Take it all.
Their one and only song of note.
And I will repeat to the others psychically, We simply wish to leave.
You don't even know that they're there. Actually, they're invisible. Well, I don't know. Maybe you put in touch with them psychically.
Isn't
even
one
though
of
you don't
them
see
in
them.
fairy
I
fire?
was trying. I guess maybe you can decide if they heard me at all or roll something for it. I don't know.
Telepathy does require that you at
And-
least be able to see a creature to communicate with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Isn't
but
one
I
of them
know
in
that
fairy
there's more
fire?
than one there because I've seen it attack Bjorn. That's why I say maybe I can't communicate with it at all. Maybe it's a coin toss. I don't know.
The one who was ringed in fairy fire is now dead.
Right.
Okay.
So as far as you know, there's nothing else in the water. It's safe to go back
Except
in
for
the water.
I can feel it. I can feel it whirling around me.
Yeah, in fact, the two that were holding on to you are still holding on to you. So,
So
Bjorn,
Yeah.
surface.
I do know it's not safe, but I fully get that I can't see the others to communicate. I tried.
Bjorn is still down there playing Marco Polo, and all of you aren't sure why, but you can't see anything anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
in fact,
I'm
whodunit
Bjorn, I took one of them out.
starts his turn by saying Marco. So,
I'm helping.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's more water weirds, and I say that there probably are more of them.
All right.
Yep.
I don't know what they are, but that guy was a dick.
No argument.
Is that your attempt to speak Aquan?
Yep.
Are you a Barbie girl?
More like
I
he's trying to
can't
speak
really-
Aqua Seltzer.
All right. All right.
Figures at the moment I can speak Aran, but not Aquan.
Bring it, Jeff. What are you going to do?
All right. Seeing that Bjorn is not coming up and out of the water, and he's probably like thrashing around in there,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put together that there's still things in the water, and you're going to love this one. I pull out this little bottle, and it's got like a stopper top, but like with a little ring tab on it. I unscrew that, pull it off, and I blow through this other ring, and this bubble forms, and it drifts down through the air, through the water, over Bjorn's head, expanding to fit his head. Bjorn, I'm hoping this will leave you less panicked because now you suddenly find you have air, as I have cast air bubble on you.
Did you just cast the bubblehead charm on Bjorn?
I did.
From Harry Potter?
I totally Hogwarts this thing.
Nice.
Bjorn
Uh,
Mysterio.
All right.
All
That
right.
certainly
Now,
does help a little bit, for sure.
now Bjorn looks like an invader from space. He's Darth Vader from Back to the Future.
Yeah, he's
He has a fishbowl on his head.
Who done it? What else are you gonna do? Are you good?
That's my only action.
Do you have any movement you want to take, or you're good where you're at?
Yeah, I'm up on the. I'll cruise all the way up to the ceiling again.
Okay. Boja, you see Bjorn underwater. Now he's got a air bubble around his head, and he's struggling in the water. He looks like he's doing the jingle janks about 10 feet underwater. So,
Oh, DM,
Bjorn
if you
is
could,
not doing the jingle
me?
janks.
can I what?
if you could do one thing for me, Mr. Simeon is supposed to have dark vision, but I can't see him because he's in the dark.
Can you see him now?
Oh, there he is. Yeah, but he's not getting any dark vision. I should be able to see past this point over here.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is just move. If you can move, it won't let me move it. Move the spiritual weapon right beside here, right here.
Okay.
Can't see anything, so it can't hit. I don't know that they're there. And
That should
then
have fixed Mr. Simeon for you, Jeff.
Yeah, you did. I can see through him again. Thank you.
I'd like to go over to Bjorn and see if I can pull him up.
Okay.
I don't know that he's being attacked.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
That should be something she should do, okay?
Yeah, and she's got all of them in the Spirit Guardians. That's good.
She is not weak, that's for sure.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, that was so almost an 18.
we say that, but then the dice always have their own thing to say.
Right between 18 and 20.
I knew it.
Boja reaches her hand down, her trunk down to grab it and tells Bjorn, "You go, we go." And Bjorn says, "No, I go." And he goes right back underwater. So,
Yeah.
sucks to be Bjorn. He's underwater there.
Well, he's
But he-
being sucked down for sure.
He's got air. He's got air.
Yes.
At least I can breathe.
Speaking of Bjorn, give me 2 either athletics or acrobatics checks to get out of being grappled.
Let's see. I have better athletics. Let's go
Well,
with that.
On top of that, you are raging, which means you have advantage on strength.
Because it's a
checks.
strength checks. Yep. Good call.
You're good.
Oh, yeah.
23.
You break out and surface, and you
Nice.
have a ring of air around the air that is in the cavern around your head. So I don't know what that looks like.
Because it smells
there
like
it is.
fish in here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like in those Sue Richards' invisible force fields.
Well,
You see the dotted
weirdly-
line around the head.
Weirdly now, Bjorn, this bubble around your head smells like your other dreaded enemy. It smells like a soap bubble.
Oh, great.
Oh, dude.
So you
You're
come up.
ruining my mojo here, man.
You come up gasping for breath, and that is your action. You could take a move action and a bonus action.
Hold on.
And-
I come up gasping for breath even though I have an air bubble?
Yes, because of the soap smell. I don't know. Come on, folks. Work with me
Okay.
here.
Just roll
Trying
with
to
it.
be dramatic.
Yes.
Okay.
Not dropping the concentration on that in case he gets yoinked down again.
Yeah. But
Right.
you have a move action and a bonus action left. Plus, if you have a action surge, you can take a regular action, but you can't see anything. You don't see what attacked you. It's invisible. So you'll be attacking, but you're already attacking at disadvantage, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but like reckless attack, bonus attack with your cleric attack, you still have a regular chance to hit one of them.
Yeah.
Well, he took
Well-
his regular action, but he could take a action surge to take.
I can
regular.
use my bonus action to take a cleric attack.
Correct.
And that is what I'm going to do.
All right.
And I'm on the surface, but I'm still at disadvantage because I'm in the water.
Correct.
Not if reckless attack. That'll make it a normal attack.
But they're invisible.
Right.
Right.
So 23.
The advantage of the reckless attack cancels out the disadvantage of being in the water, so that makes it a normal attack.
Correct.
Right, that's what I did. I was just trying to make sure whether or not to do it with advantage or not.
Okay.
So I got a 23 on that.
Which direction were you attacking? So who are
The
you
same
attacking?
direction I was under the water. That would be this way.
Okay. So you do hit.
Okay. 18.
All right. You do a little bit of damage to the water. You're not sure what you hit, so you don't see anything. But you felt like you hit something.
Well, at least
What
I
you-
know I swung in the right direction.
Yes. You're just swinging and hoping. You're praying. You're swinging and praying. So,
Swinging and praying, swinging and praying.
yes.
I guess I'm all done. I've said my prayers for the moment.
You're going to be staying at the Haight Ashbury afterwards because you're going to be swinging and praying. So,
Halfway there.
yeah. We built this city. So,
Fun to do with that.
I built
I
this city
need-
on metal, bitch.
yeah. I need 3 wisdom checks for
Starship.
these. Yes.
Starship only built theirs with rock and roll.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Bjorn had to change that because he didn't like that.
What's your DC? It's 18, correct? For Spirit
19.
Guardians?
Oh.
19. All right, one of them made it, 2 failed. So go ahead and give me some damage for the 2 that failed, or I could roll it if you need me to.
I got it up actually. So
The failure still takes half damage, right?
No, I think it's save or suck.
Let me check.
That's Spirit Guardians. Pretty sure it's saved for half, but I can check.
Correct, half. So if they save, they get half the
Oh,
damage.
you're right. You're right. Cool.
Did it not roll? Let me try again.
Don't you want to go in your home? Why don't you want to go in your home?
The price is wrong, bitch.
Watch out for them alligators.
Yes.
For some reason. Oh, that's what I did.
Put Apollo Creed into retirement permanently.
If he dies, he dies.
Damn.
11. Cool.
Correct.
All right, for half is 5.
But my favorite movie with that particular actor is like, Delaplane, now you piss me off.
Ooh, which one is that?
Action Jackson, baby.
That's what I was thinking. All right. I see you pulling that down. I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
The movie's awesome.
I haven't seen that one in forever either.
I know the film didn't do good at the box office, but I really thought Carl Weathers should have had a long action hero career. He was awesome in that flick.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, at least he's Grief Karga now. So
Two water weirds are going to attack Bjorn, and one is going to attack Boja. So here are the ones on Bjorn.
AC 20.
1 hit. So you're grappled again. And you take 7 points of damage.
Is that halved?
That is halved.
Okay.
And then here's the one on Boja. That's a hit. Boja, you take 15 points of damage, and you too are sucked underwater. So now both Boja and Bjorn are underwater. Doing the water ballet.
Can we punch a hole in the floor and drain this place?
It would be nice.
That was serious, musing out loud psychically.
So let's see here. That was their turn. So we go to Eleuthera. So you cannot see what is going on, but both Boja and Bjorn have been sucked underwater and are struggling underwater as if they're being held by something.
all right, I'm gonna go and throw some fairy fire over there.
Okay.
It's got a range of 60 feet in the cube, and it's a 20-foot cube, so I can hit everybody.
And it's a dex check, correct?
Yeah, and it's at DC 18.
It will
fairy,
also.
Does
it
fairy
will
fire avoid us or something?
Yeah, it's going to hit Bjorn and Boja too.
Yeah, well, it's either that or we can't see them. The only other thing I can think of is maybe throw darkness on myself.
So Bjorn and Boja.
No, I'm with Eleuthera in this case. I think it's worth it. We need to be able to see them.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So
Bjorn's not going to be hurt by it anyway.
So that you can see us?
It's not a perfect solution, but
yeah,
it lets us attack. And that's something we can't do now.
It's an innate ability, so I don't really lose a whole lot. So I don't mind throwing.
It reveals exactly one water weird.
Okay, that's one more than we had.
Yep.
You said we need to make a dex check or something. What did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boja
Dex at DC.
Yeah, that's going to go so well.
Can
Okay.
the two of you make dex checks?
17.
What were you going to say? Can they
Can
make
the two-
dex checks?
Can the two of them even make dex checks while they're grappled?
Hold on. That's a good question.
It doesn't matter because I think you both failed.
I failed with a 17.
I have a
Or would
DC
their
18.
save effectively be at whatever is holding them?
So yeah, they are illuminated. And fairy fire does what?
Let me go ahead and tell you.
It gives everybody the character,
Advantage.
the creature that is illuminated. Invisible characters are revealed.
All right,
Jeff,
cool.
your mic keeps breaking up. You just broke up
That's
again.
because-
I didn't make out what you said.
I heard
That's
it.
because I'm doing things on one iPad. The fairy fire gives everything that's illuminated
Yeah.
the
I
illuminated
threw the
target-
description up in the chat, by the way.
All right. Cool.
So basically, the water
Thank
weirds
you.
now have to hit Bjorn and Boja.
Yeah.
You have
Well,
advantage to hit one, but you're also at disadvantage, so that normalizes out.
Yeah.
Didn't the water
And-
weirds already have advantage
Yeah.
because they're in water?
No,
no.
No,
that's
I
just
really
normal.
But
That's
one
like
of
us-
the. Go ahead.
No,
You
I
good?
was-
All right. One of the water weirds is illuminated. This guy down here. So,
All right.
unless Eleuthia has more, Cirrus.
No, I
Fairy
don't.
fire does no damage.
No.
This
No.
is just
I
for-
mean, we need to be able to see them, so that's
Is
it.
this the
Okay.
one I can see?
yes. I just remember. I think it was at 3.5. Fairy fire gave you bonuses to hit, and they got rid of that and gave you advantage now. So
Yeah, they don't really do the bonus. It's all advantage, disadvantage. They made it simple, man. People don't do math anymore.
back in my day.
Echo.
All
I
that
was
new
on
math,
this-
I tell you.
I understood there was to be no math.
Back in your day, Nim, Moses was writing the Bible.
All right. I award you a point of advantage for sassiness and take minus 25,000 advantage for pure meanness. So there it is.
But you have to admit, Nam, math really started to take off once we invented 2.
Yes.
All right, I'm winging
When I-
the simple
When I came up
dagger.
with when I came up with the concept of the zero,
Zero, my hero. Such a funny little hero.
in a strange coincidence, when I came up with zero, it also correlates to how
31.
much experience you all are getting tonight. So there it is.
Ooh,
At 31 to hit.
All right, that's a hit.
God, I hope so. If he's not hitting at 31, we're all in trouble.
12 plus 27. All right. You do a
39.
You do a buttload of damage over here. But the DM decides to be an old fart and not put any damage on the thing. Oh, no, I won't do that. So. The funny thing is, I don't even think I'm the oldest person in this group. So,
No.
No, I don't believe you are.
Nope.
Honestly, I don't hang out with very many people that are older than me, so I feel like this is my one opportunity to make old jokes and feel young.
I see. I see how it is.
Cirrus just fades into the shadows to let Bjorn drown.
Meanwhile, this after when I do drink and draw with Lori, what was it, like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago? She was like, "Yeah, Nim's getting up there in age as he writes." I'm like, "What the hell?" Like, God damn. So, who done it?
hey, look, my brother's been calling me old man ever since I hit 20. Jerks.
Sorry, I did. My wife was younger than me, and I didn't realize that I could get older, but she's in perpetuity. She's my young chicken that I'm dating. I'm robbing the cradle. Doesn't matter how old
That's
she's
right.
getting. So
That's right. That's right.
That's what they said about me and Jennifer as well.
And while you get older, she is just a blossoming flower.
yes, she is.
That's
oh,
Mhm.
that's
Look at
poetic.
you.
Mike.
All sly. Somewhere, someone just swiped right on you. So
And yet Bjorn is still drowning.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's
Who
not.
done
He got- I never got rid of it.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah, let's
Who done
see. What? I'm gonna fire at the one that's lit up with fairy fire.
Okay.
Let's give him some Ouija wah.
Nice.
Nice.
So the Eldritch Blast is.
And though it echoes back in my air bubble, I say boom shakalaka.
Those are 2 hits.
Nice.
Papow. And Papow. And let's see, we will add Wrath
That's
of the Baba.
21.
So Baba Yaga says hello.
22.
22.
You serve up baked water for dinner. I don't know what that is, but there it is. So
Oh,
Turn it to steam.
yeah,
let me
I think
check.
that's the equivalent of ramen noodles, isn't it?
Hold on 1 second. 1 second.
Okay. You serve up dehydrated water. So
Instant
Dehydrated
water. Just add water.
yes.
It's dihydrogen oxide.
Oh man, people who consume that have a 100% mortality rate.
Yeah, yes. I was wondering if anybody would get the Penn and Teller reference.
Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where is it? Oh, no wonder. I'm on the wrong damn character. Let's see. Ah, yes. Agonizing blast. How many blasts did I shoot? 2?
You shot
Oh,
2 Eldritch Blasts. Yeah.
I can fire 3 because I'm
Right.
more than 10th level. Let me get another one in there.
On one of the invisible ones.
I mean, is the one that's lit up still alive? No, never
No,
mind.
it's dead. It's dead. And you missed it unless you were rolling with advantage, which you weren't because it's invisible.
Okay,
So.
yeah, it's I missed.
All right.
I missed.
Boja, you are grappled. Go ahead and give me either an athletics or acrobatics check to get out of it.
Ken?
I'm here. Oh,
Okay.
here we go. Let's go athletics.
Nice. You're out.
Nice.
You pop up out of the water.
Mm.
Get
So
up off me. So
I am going to use a bonus action and do spiritual weapon at towards the area that I was grappled at. I know it's at disadvantage.
okay. Jin comes out of the water and says, "Don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself." So
Oh, my honey, my priestess, don't put my love upon no shelf.
she said, "Don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself." All right, everybody gets points of inspiration for the Georgia satellites, man. So
Pretty cool.
Jennifer told me.
Right. We feel a little inspiration in our pocket going jing-a-ling-a-lang.
that's right.
She told me kissy unless I made her my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, that is a hit, even with disadvantage.
I countered that with the song "Swinging" though. Charlotte Johnson is in my neighborhood,
See, when you say, yep.
I will go ahead and do scorching ray again in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you say Johnson, I think of, oh, you can call me Jay.
Mm.
You can call me
Oh man, that old vaudeville.
Rage.
Yes. You can call me Jay, or you can call me Ray, or you can
yeah.
call me... Man, I haven't seen that guy in ages.
All right, where's the spell? It's coming from me. Get out of the way, cat.
Scorching Ray.
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
So we'll go ahead and.
So you're disadvantaged, but you're fine on that one. You're fine on that one. And you're fine on all 3 of them. So go ahead and give me all the damage.
Three.
And then
No, 3d8 per rated hit.
No,
3d6.
2d6.
Yeah, so 66, right?
Damn.
Wait,
For each ray. So 25 plus 15 is 40, 44. It's still up.
dang!
Wow.
Took a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, I did. Said, I'm not giving you no lines. You keep your hands to yourself. So,
You don't grab the lady that way.
So let's kick these water weirds' ass.
yes.
Is
Let's lick their ass. Kick their ass. Kick their ass. So, what movie is that from? So.
Steve said earlier it was Demolition Man.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Murder, Death,
Definitely.
Kill. Right.
yep.
Like I went with Lost in Space, and Steve went with Demolition Man.
You know why the water weirds are attacking you guys? Because you don't know how to use the 3 seashells. So
That's
I was
right.
going to say
damn
because
it.
they don't know how to use the 3 seashells.
yes.
Yeah.
Bjorn, you need a grapple, a escape from the grapple. So athletic.
We got too close to Shell Beach.
Yeah.
Man, poor Sly.
Oh, and we pull in Dark City.
Yeah.
Every time he takes
Love
a
that
poop,
movie.
hmm That is one I would like to get to on cinema one day.
I like.
Have you
I like.
ever actually been to Shell Beach?
19.
You
You know,
escaped.
Who's that?
as a riff-raff from the Rocky Horror Picture Show is the main villain.
Yeah.
Mr. Hank.
Oh, that's right. It is
Mr.
Tim
O'Brien, yeah.
O'Brien. Yeah.
Yep.
That is a miss. And that was your bonus attack, your last cleric attack, right? Mike?
Oh, just breaking free was my action?
Yeah.
No, I don't have any cleric attacks.
Free.
Okay.
I am not using it, guys.
Do you want to move or do you want to stay there and suck it up? They may choose not to attack you.
Well,
Well, if he moves, he's opportunity attack, so who knows?
Yeah. I also forgot to have Boja roll a concentration check, but that's my bad. So
no, the spirit. This is helping me at the moment.
okay.
So if I move out of this, they're just going to follow me. It's not going, and I'm going to be out of a space of somewhat protection at the moment.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
All right.
sense.
So, I'm going to go ahead and give them a big old finger.
All right.
Just at nothing. I don't even know what it is, but I wasn't born with enough of them. You know what I'm saying?
You can't see it, but they give you a big old finger back in a not very pleasant place. So
Oh, damn.
you've been
Don't kink shame,
violated.
folks.
Yeah.
And now we're at the water in the butthole stage. Of the
Mhm.
Bjorn is 40, so it's time to check the prostate.
There's
That's
a
right,
stage.
that's right.
There's a stage in every barbarian's life where he gets to that point. That
Mhm.
you know, it's like empires collapse and fall. So you know,
Maximum effort.
that's 2 dex checks. Dex check. Dex check. They both fail. Go ahead and give me 3d8 for damage for these guys, Jen.
All right.
One of these guys is going to go. I already know because he's only got 2 hit points left, so he can just go away.
Well, if I would have killed him, I could have got an extra attack.
You could have, but you didn't. You were too busy giving maximum effort. So, all right. So, the last water weird is really upset because whenever you guys flush upstairs, it comes down here, and he's got to deal with it. He attacks Bjorn, but he no longer has advantage, and he misses because he sucks. Aluthria.
All right, I'm gonna kind of hit the last one because I guess I'm seeing like water bubbling and I'm seeing water making a hit at Bjorn and miss, so I'm gonna try to hit in that general direction. So I'll hit this guy, and I guess it'll still be a disadvantage.
So you're gonna fart in their general direction? That was your
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm getting the feeling that the hit is low enough where I can take that risk.
Your
Get
mother
a-
smelled some elderly.
Cat-
Your mother was a puddle, and your father smelt of stale urine.
Yes.
13.
Jeff, what were you gonna say, Jeff?
I said catapult a cow at him.
Yes.
That always
Ferme
works.
la bouffe.
Fais-moi le vache.
Yes,
What?
boss.
Fais-moi le vache.
That is 2
So that-
hits.
Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're getting him. All right.
Ooh.
We have these outrageous accents.
Yep. So yeah, that 3 hits looks like.
Yep.
2 bits.
Oh, wait, what are
6
we?
bits a
And-
I don't want to
minute.
talk
All
to
for
you no
Zoro,
more.
stand up and say
Yeah.
so.
So that's another 29 points of damage.
That is it. It looks clear now. There's nothing in the water.
All right.
And just when it looked like the party was about to fall to the beast, the animator had a heart attack.
All right.
My
We
next
have made
character
it
is
to the temple of.
my next character is going to be called Buddy Wigglesworth. So there it is.
Oh, yes! I love that movie so much.
We were talking about that the other day.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
No,
It's-
Buddy's Wigglesworth from Zora the Gay Blade. So,
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
You guys see that as a kid and not get it?
oh
Wait,
God.
Oh, I don't know how to fight with a sword, but when I was in the regiment with the men, I got really good with a whip.
Yes.
That went way over my head as a child.
We're walking and running and dancing in place. We're walking and running and dancing. Stop! The alcalde. So, all right.
Thank God, all favors.
I will allow that she is a pig, but that is as far as I will go.
Yes.
1 fruit, 2 vegetable.
1 fruit, 2 vegetables, and a flower? I think he is trying to tell me something.
All right. So it looks like we're off initiative.
Yeah, you guys are off initiative.
All right.
The
Then
water-
I guess I'll join
The
you guys.
water comes down. So,
All right. All right. I guess we'll search whatever remains of
Yeah.
the bodies around here.
Did
I'm
anyone
gonna
see
search that room underwater.
body of the guy that got out of the chair?
yeah.
Meanwhile, Circe is going to pop over and examine the chair.
Okay.
Realize that the character is called the Eye of Anguish because he realizes how much he sucks.
I mean, there's a
Wow.
random throne sitting in the middle of a cavern. It seems like something that should be investigated.
That's why
I
the water
agree.
words are upset because it was an actual throne. So,
Mm-hmm.
if
It
you
turns
don't
out it was.
Was it porcelain?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a porcelain throne. You examined the kuo-toa priestess. She is wielding a staff had a staff that was covered in seaweed and actually has living barnacles on it with eyes inside the barnacle that move.
Ooh.
Drop it,
Yeah.
Cthulhu. It's Cthulhu stuff.
Neat.
Detect magic.
It does radiate magic.
Okay. And I guess we can identify it.
Yeah.
Derek always has the wrong take whenever we see something awful. He's always like, "That's neat." No, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, it's got eyes that look at you.
It's got
You-
eyes with a face.
All right. When you get a chance to identify it, I will tell you that you are able to identify it, and it is a. Come on. Oh, now I got it.
The staff of colonoscopy.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
It's going to look up your butt for polyps.
You will all feel
yeah.
much better now.
I am really showing my age here. As the old man of the group.
I just had one of those like a month or 2 ago.
I made them knock me out for mine. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
I've never been. It's never been like, do you want to get knocked out? They always just knock me out.
It is a scepter of animal command, but it only summons fish. So,
What's for dinner?
yes.
All right.
You never know. Yeah, it's true. You never have to fish again. So, other than that, there are the man catchers that the kuo-toa are wielding. There's a lot of dead fish all around. It's starting to smell pretty bad. The throne itself is just a normal chair that's been carved out of the rock, but it looks like whoever was in this chair, they were cemented in there with ice. So,
What
Okay.
the hell? I'm just searching it for whatever secret compartments,
all right, go ahead.
niches, carvings.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Now, this
Okay,
is peculiar.
because of my dungeon delver feat, I get advantage on these particular investigation checks.
Is it a stone chair?
It is.
Now, the question that comes to my mind is like all of the things we just fought in here, nothing was throwing around ice. But this fellow was encased in ice on this chair. What had done this?
You
Yeah,
find
see, that's what I mean. It makes no sense.
you find very faint runes in 3 different languages carved around the bottom of the chair. They were obscured by centuries of seaweed and erosion from water and ice on this chair.
Can I read any of these? Is it in language we recognize?
What languages do you read?
Let's see. Dwarven, Undercommon. I'm trying to see what else I got.
I've
Otherwise,
got
I can just.
Elven,
Otherwise,
Sylvan, Gnomish, Auran.
Yeah.
No, one of the languages looks like a series of,
I got
lack of a third letter word, evil lines. So
I
so
can. I
I've
can
got
cast
a
comprehend languages as a ritual.
hold on for a
I've got-
second.
I've got abyssal.
Yep. What I'm
I'm
looking
guessing-
for is, does everyone have Infernal, Orin, or Aboleth?
I have Auran
but I'm
right
not
now
there.
because of Windvane.
What did you say, Jen?
I said I do have infernal, but I'm investigating the other room.
And I'm sorry, I said Orin, I meant Aquin. So
Okay.
And
Yeah, I don't have any of that.
Can you teach me that comprehend language rituals like when we rest next? That would be neat.
Yeah, I can do that. So
Thank
I'll
you.
go ahead and cast. I'll go ahead and cast comprehend languages as a ritual.
and what room were you investigating, Posha?
That underwater room.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I will get there. You can swim underwater and go into there. I will
Right.
move you there in just a second. Let me do this language for them. So that
Okay.
takes 10 minutes to cast because it's a ritual, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. When you translate it, you're able to translate all 3, and they all say the same thing over and over again, repeating it. It's written in Infernal, Aboleth, and Aquin, and it says,
Forget to drink your Ovaltine.
yes, that's exactly what it says. Decoded with your Little Orphan Annie decoder pin. So, point of inspiration for the Christmas story reference.
Hey,
You'll shoot your eye out.
Yes. It says over and over again, may those who suffer through water in all its forms give power to the prince of elemental water and the earth and the evil that he wrought.
Yeah,
Oh.
I go ahead and repeat that, and I just say it looks like this was done by elemental cultists.
So the cultists
A
threatened this guy.
long ass time ago.
Yeah, this might be the water temple, or at least the one that they were using.
All right, y'all's gods told us that we were done with them, right? That someone else took care of water and fire.
Well, they have abandoned
No,
their
that they weren't able to summon their lord because we had taken care of a couple of the cults already.
Yeah, their
Well, yeah,
gods
but
have abandoned them.
I would still prefer not to have a Prince of Evil Elemental Water and Prince of Evil Elemental Fire just running around being pissed off.
All right, where are you guys?
Well, you can prefer that, but that's
Um,
not how the situation ended.
I don't know where we are.
Hey, are
I
you-
thought, I thought the
No,
god
not
said
really
that
there.
was how the situation ended. That's why I'm asking.
Hold on for a
evil-
second.
I don't know where everyone is.
Well, evil things tend to stay just pissed off all the time, so I don't think
Oh.
we're going to have our cake and eat it too.
Jen,
Nem's
did
trying to say something here.
Boja tell them where she was going?
I would have mentally told Cirrus because we have that connection. So,
Right.
guys, I'm exploring a room I saw during the fight.
She had discovered there was an underwater passage that led into another room. So, Boja, You swim underwater for about 10 feet and come up into another chamber. As you are underwater, you spy another underwater passage leading off to the northwest. But when you go in here, you surface, and similar to the room that you just came out of, you see a throne sitting on a small outcropping of rock in the middle of the room. But this throne is made of coral and seashells, and it stands on a rock at the center of this chamber. Across the arms of the throne, a pearl and sapphire encrusted narwhal horn rests like a lordly scepter. The smooth surface of the cavern's pool reflects the throne.
Sirius will relay this to everyone. See, Boja went down through the underground tunnel to the southwest, and I think we should follow her.
Okay,
Just-
that sounds good.
Wait a second. Running off by yourself is my thing. She can't be doing that.
Yeah, especially in the water. I mean, that's kind of like whodunit's thing.
So, do I see any?
Do we even know where this thing? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's down here. I don't remember
were you
where
saying,
it was
Jen?
because things were coming out of it.
Yeah.
I
What were
was
you gonna say?
asking if I saw any inscriptions.
Oh, I
on
see.
the throne.
Okay, all right.
Dude,
Yeah, we're here.
what were you saying, Jen?
She was asking.
Yeah, I was asking if there's any inscriptions on the shells of the throne.
You don't see any inscriptions, and it looks to be a much better. It looks to be new. It doesn't look like it's used like the other one was. So
Yeah.
All right, are we all in agreement that we're going to follow Boja? Because I think we should stick
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, I'm.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm already in there, but yeah, we're here.
okay.
Who done
Or
it,
just
Mr.
go into
Simeon? You coming?
Of course I am. I will bamf out
Okay,
Mr.
well, finish up, clean yourself off, and follow us.
Yeah.
Clean myself up, but what are you talking about?
I'm bringing
Just
Cassie
let
along.
it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Move on.
Let it go. Let it go. That's what the Anguish was singing. That's why he killed him. So,
Yeah.
that
That he was causing us emotional anguish.
As you all
Yeah.
get in here, you see Boja standing on this outcropping, looking at another throne that's all seashells and stone, and it looks new. And there's a gold encrusted with sapphires, I believe it is, narwhal horn resting across the arms of the chair.
Neat.
Narwhal
Hey, Elizabeth,
type
is
of
that
shell or
magical?
Yeah,
something.
my detect magic should still be up, so I'm gonna check to see if any of it's magic.
See now, Sirius, now you have it right. See, this is neat. The other thing was thing of horror.
It can be two things.
All of the water in this room radiates divination magic, as
Ooh.
does the narwhal horn.
What
Okay.
is a narwhal
there's-
horn?
It's
You know,
it's like a small whale.
It's like a
Okay.
unicorn horn. They can get really
Yeah.
long, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like like a medium-sized whale, like a 20-25 feet long. It's got a 12-foot long spike coming out of the front of it.
Okay.
So so I go and say, there's divination magic in the horn and in the water.
It's
Really?
like a manatee and a unicorn had a really unholy night that's best not discussed.
Yeah.
And it's a real creature. So
Yeah,
And it's a real creature, yes. Sirius would also like to examine this throne like he did the other one.
okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
you said they had an unholy night, but apparently there were no regrets because now there's a whole bunch of them in the world.
Oh, what a night!
30 on investigation.
You don't find anything else. So.
Okay, would it help if that roll was any higher?
No, it would.
Okay.
With my baby and a narwhal's born.
I mean, whenever we want to take the time, I can ritual identify the narwhal
So-
horn too.
Yeah, we could do that.
All right, Jen. What about you?
Is there anything else we see in the room? And does it feel like that the waters have any effect?
The water is very still, almost mirror-like in this room, even though you know there's a current coming in and out. And you can tell everybody, if they didn't already notice, that there is another underwater passage leading off to the northwest.
Okay, Sears says, am I the only one that gets the feeling if we just look at the surface of this water, we're either going to see the future, see something interesting, or see complete and utter eldritch horror? And I'm aware that those three things might be the same thing.
Yeah.
Lutherie did say like the water itself had divination magic on it, right?
Yeah, it is. It might be worth checking the water.
Yeah, this area is one big scrying room.
You
Yeah.
see a single hand
Right.
holding a deck of cards rising up out of the water. So,
Oh,
It's like a
good.
dwarven pool of Galadriel.
Do I
You
get to
see
pull
a
the cards?
great hand reaching out of the stars.
I want to pull the cards again. Bring it back.
I'm sure you do.
Sensing the divination in the room, I'm actually going to kneel at the edge of the water and put my hand in it and seek Sarenrae and ask her, is there anything in this room that would help aid us?
You reach out to Sarenrae, but she is blocked. Even though the cult, as far as you know, have been defeated, this area is sanctified to someone other than Sarenrae, and you cannot get to her. It's almost like if there's a watery wall of evil separating Sarenrae from this pool, this divination pool.
I'll let everyone know this.
Freaking gods are useless. Sirius is going to flip a silver piece into the water and see if that does anything.
A silver piece goes into the water and floats down to the bottom. So
That's worth a try.
A shark comes up to eat the silver piece.
yes,
Stick it in water.
Yeah. I think we're done with fighting fish for one day.
and then begins chanting "Baby Shark."
All right. So I'm kind of curious about that northwest passage. I have a feeling we're going to get another room like this.
All right, so north then?
Northwest, yeah.
We're
Are
taking
you
the horn, right? Or are we ritual casting for it?
are you leaving the horn behind, or are you using the
No.
horn? Or
I want to take 10 minutes to identify. Well, I guess an hour and 10 minutes to identify the horn.
Can we carry something that huge with us?
Giant holding?
Big, are they?
Okay.
and you identify the horn. All you can get off of it is that it's a horn for divination, but its magic is limited to this room. But while you're looking at it, you're able to check it out and appraise it. And even if it wasn't worth it, just the sapphires and pearls and craftsmanship, you figured this horn is probably worth 10,000 gold pieces.
And how big is it?
Yeah.
It is 4 feet long.
Yeah, Bjorn, the horn's coming with us. Sirius will
Yeah.
kind
I
of
was going to say,
surface of the water
Yeah,
with the narwhal horn.
Okay.
You hold it, you pick it up.
Yeah.
All right, the minute you pick it up, you see the water turn black. Everybody sees the water turn black. Go ahead and roll
Shit.
a d20 there, Cirrus.
I see some water and I watch it go turn black.
Yes.
Damn.
6. I don't know what I'm rolling, so I don't know if there are any adjustments.
No. Hold on for just a second.
Is it perhaps a young girl that was kept in a water tower nearby?
You see. Where's. Come on.
Hey, do his silver eyes go black with the water? Because that would just be cool.
Sure.
Neat. Everyone sees his normally silver eyes go black.
Where's.
Oh, he's become evil. We must destroy him.
15, 12, 13. Where's the 9? 9! 9!
Yes. Yes.
Da, da. Or quite German. Ja, ja.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. The surface begins to shimmer and then clears, and you see the following: another cave filled with water, similar to the caves you've already gone through. The ceiling of this large water-filled cavern is 80 feet above the water surface. In the middle of the cavern, 2 rocky plateaus rise 20 feet above the water. Atop each of these plinths, you see 2 dead humanoids crouched, slung over with slimy, translucent skin. The water flows through and around them and out their eye holes, ear holes, and mouths and into the water itself before blending into the water and giving rise to quippers being born in this cave.
Damn.
All right, I'm no expert, but I do not think that's how fish are normally made.
Yeah, we'll do my best to share all that imagery with, with my friends.
Everybody saw this. It was like you put up the big screen projector. So, yeah. You put the game on the big screen for everybody.
Y'all saw that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
With I'm Russian.
Did that make sense to anyone?
Yeah, no. And I've been in the Feywild. I've seen some weird stuff.
I'm inclined to cut off the head.
The head of what?
That all the water is coming out of and pouring into the water and making the clippers.
At this point, Bjorn's inclined to just cut off heads, period. So.
Yeah. Yeah. After the last fight, I don't blame him.
But we do not even know where that is or how that relates to us, really. We are still...
It's probably through that northern passageway that we're about to go through, because...
That's my guess.
It's what we do.
It is what we do.
I don't... Does someone else want to hold it and see if it does something different?
I'll try it.
All right, go ahead and roll a d20 for me, please.
You having problems, Jen?
Yeah, go.
You want me to roll for you?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for me because it does not want to open again.
Interesting.
What was that? A 15?
Yeah.
Yep.
Does that work?
We'll see. Looks clear.
You look down. This is going to be weird. The water clears again, and you look down, looking at yourself. A bunch of adventurers gathered around a throne made of coral and seashells, while a white elephant is holding a lordly scepter made from narwhal, and they're looking into a mirror, which is looking into a mirror. It's an infinity mirror as they're looking at it. So
it's kind of like Ray looking at herself in all those mirrors.
Yes.
I'm kind of like looking behind me to see if I'm looking over my own shoulder.
Yeah.
You are looking over your own shoulder, although you see nothing there. So.
Now this reminds me of Feywild. This is pretty cool right here.
Circe would just lean over the water and say, you know, vanity is not an attractive character trait. You should find a more constructive use for your time.
You also try out the echo. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. So.
You probably think this reflection is about you.
Yes.
I'll warn to anybody else that wants to try.
I will try. Because, of course, I am a reckless rabbit, right?
Roll a d20.
Where to go to do?
18.
18.
Interesting. In this room,
Mirror in the water.
Cirrus, you recognize this from a previous incarnation of your bat. There's an actual storm going on, and there are sunken ships in this area, but it is a cave enclosed. There's a huge vortex of water that you can hear off to the east of where you're looking, and you see three huge creatures with multiple heads rising up out of the water every now and then to snap at each other.
Cirrus will tell everyone this is what Cassie was seeing when she was scouting other direction.
Do those creatures look like hydras?
I don't know. Do you know what a hydra is?
Probably.
If you know what a hydra is, then yes, they look like hydras. But I will show you what they look like.
I was willing to make a roll, but okay.
Would there be a lot of hydras in the Underdark?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, these kinds of sea serpents do, slip on all kinds of places.
I mean, are there a lot of random frozen dudes sitting on thrones in the Underdark?
Well, maybe.
Because if I had a gold piece for every time I encountered one, I would have two gold pieces, but it's still weird that it happened twice in 2 rooms.
Well, we've dealt with a lot of Underdark creatures so far.
We don't kink shame if they're sitting on the throne. This is what it looks like. So. Oh,
I'm not seeing it on my screen.
Nope, me neither.
There it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy shit!
It is King Ghidorah.
I'm liking the idea of not fighting these things.
That thing has too many heads.
Yeah.
I think they call it the Orochimaru.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, if I chop off 1, 2 more will take its place.
Wait, what?
Yes.
That seems counterproductive.
There's a dude with no skin on his face, but an all red skull riding one of the hydras. So there it is.
Yeah.
All right, Jennifer.
So does that mean if you don't cut off a head, that one will disappear?
Something like that. What were you going to say, Jeff?
Jennifer got kicked. She's reloading.
Okay.
All right.
So I mean, this gonna sound weird. This seems to just be a scrying chamber, which is nice if we could control it. May I see the narwhal horn again for a moment?
You going to try and focus on something specific?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and focus specifically on the room with the 3 shipwrecks, the one that we just saw.
When you focus specifically on that room, the vision of that room comes up again.
All right, I will shift my focus to the room where we first arrived down the slide.
You see that room.
I'm wondering if we can find the exit using the scrying pool.
I will
Only if we
try
get
and
there.
conceive of an exit.
Roll a d20.
See,
You
he's
try
able
it.
to see the other places because we've been there. He's able to actually see it in his mind. If he can't see it,
Yeah,
I
that's
doubt
worth a
we
try.
can.
But we
Yeah.
did see places that we have not been before, so there is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's worth a check.
You see a long cavern, and you recognize it immediately, Cirrus, as the one that led off to the west from the entrance when you came down here, the one that Cassie flew down. So
Yeah, that's not it.
I want to try and see our tavern in Phandalin.
nothing happens. The water stays black.
So it only
So-
shows things that are down here.
Localized.
Gonna
Yeah.
try and see the room where we. What else are we looking for? What else was over by the shipwrecks? There
How
was
about
something.
how about the southeast passage that we didn't check before? The one with the water weirds in it.
Okay, I'll focus on that passage to the southeast where the water weirds were, and try and move towards the southeast from there. Like, see what's beyond.
You know that there's that passage down there, and so with difficulty, you are able to focus on that area and see it. The water is moving here and moving with a steady pace to the south. There is a crude stone hut that perches atop a stony island in the midst of a wide pool here. Water drizzles from the cavern ceiling, and the roar of a waterfall from the south echoes throughout.
How is this place? Now I'm gonna try the same type of focus on this passage to the north. See if I can see what's beyond the wall there.
You are unable to do that. You try as you might.
Yeah, I think we may have seen all that we can see with this thing.
Yeah. Interesting though.
Yeah.
What did you guys see? I got blipped out before I could hear what Cirrus last saw.
There was a hut to the southeast, past where the water weirds were surfacing. Turn your back to the forest hut.
I'm curious about that place.
But I can't see what's beyond that northern passage from this room.
Do we want to check it out?
Yeah.
I think so. And then maybe we can go back to where the water weirds were.
Yeah, sounds like a
What
plan.
do y'all think?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourselves along that passage.
Hey, is this an actual floor?
No, it's actually a flooded tunnel.
Hmm.
Cirrus will start stealthing it.
I'll let
Wait,
you-
so is this underwater?
Yes.
It's flooded, yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Can I surface?
Is
Oh.
there still water? Is it still flooded out here?
It is still flooded out there. And you also notice that the water is very cloudy here.
Mhm.
And Bjorn, as you get to that spot, there's a weird mucus in the water, and you hear a voice. Go back. You've entered my lair now.
Okay.
Who are you?
It always cracks me when Mike does that. Okay.
What's up, Bjorn?
Well, you know how we were told to get away before and we didn't and it was bad for us? We were just told to get away again.
Well, I mean, we get told to get away a lot.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, then you be the strong barbarian and run on in there.
Or I can.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't. When a voice tells me to get out down here and we're in a tunnel filled with water, I tend to want to get to someplace where I can breathe again.
Okay, folks, it looks like we're going back because Bjorn is scared of that room.
And there's no breathing space out there either, so it's completely underwater.
That's what I'm saying. We were just told to get out. We're in a place where we can't breathe. What,
Yeah.
what else
All
are we
right.
supposed to do?
Cirrus is
And
going
then-
to cross back into this room where I can
Yeah,
breathe.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go in there if I can't breathe.
I can put air bubble on 3 people.
Get out. All right, let's go. We're late.
Yeah, okay,
We're out
so
here.
just to be clear, are we going to start avoiding places because bad guys tell us to avoid them?
No,
We can't breathe in
breathe.
there. Are you? You're not grasping that. The room is
Not
filled
fast,
with
but
water.
pretty quickly.
Then I don't understand what you're confused about.
I'm not
We're
confused.
not-
I
we're
was
not-
asking a question.
There's a monster. There's something in there telling us to get out, which means
It's
something is likely going to attack us. We're in a place where we can't breathe.
He's busted your balls.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so the answer is yes.
Yeah, when we're in a place where we can't breathe. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only person to operate in there is who done it.
Breathing. It's such a chore.
Yeah, I'm not that good at being a vampire yet.
Get out.
We're still hearing that in this room.
No.
Okay. Should we go back to the southeast then? Back underneath
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that little island in the hut.
I mean, we're gonna have
All
to
right.
swim for a bit.
Swimming, yeah, that's fine.
You're gonna have to swim
I'm
for
just
what?
not up for swimming through a long tunnel and then getting into a big fight when we're underwater.
How long can you hold your breath?
I can hold my breath for a long
I was
time.
hoping I would fire back with that. Yes.
All right. Okay, so I guess we're going back out here. Hold on.
Okay.
Come on, stop doing that.
3.
Why are you not moving? Okay, thank you.
We're going up this tunnel now.
Yep, and then down to the south. So
Okay.
No,
I'm
okay.
going down south. Just me and Colonel Angus.
oh Jesus.
All right.
Oh no.
All right.
My blessed Colonel Angus.
It's always a pleasure when I see your
Okay.
shining face.
Now, as we're going along, every now and then, I'm kind of like gonna duck my head under to see if there's any other tunnels.
All right.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
bravely
Smart
ran
move.
away, we bravely ran away.
I will. I'll be walking on the ceiling again. I don't care to be down in the water where things are.
Are you dancing on the ceiling or just walking on the ceiling? So
Well, I do have some Lionel Richie in my playlist, so yeah.
that's all right, cool.
I'm going
All right.
on the ceiling.
Nice. So you get to this area here. As I described it, there is a little hut in the middle of this area. There's also the cave sort of opens up to the northwest there, but you can see that it doesn't go anywhere. But the water does continue flowing faster as it's up to the south.
You broke up there at the end there, Nim. Could you say that again?
The water does start to flow faster at the southern part of the cave as it's funneled in that direction, and you can hear a waterfall coming from that direction.
Oh,
All right.
That-
Before we start messing with the hut, I'm just gonna send Cassie off to the west to explore.
All right.
All right. I will not
Anything
tell you.
interesting where it ends?
Does that tell you about Jabba the Hutt yet? No. It's just a cave out there. So
Okay.
All right. So I guess
Shall
we examine the hut.
The hut.
you open up the hut. Inside, you see two hammocks strung up in one corner, one in each corner of the room on the far side. There's a small cooking fire there with some provisions that were laying next to it. Looks like it has been abandoned. The cooking fire has since gone out. You also see two well-kept armoires made out of seashell and rock, one on each wall, north and south.
Okay, I want to search through everything and check everything for traps, but before I do that, based on dust accumulation or water or anything left around, could I hazard a guess on how long it's been since anyone was in here?
It looks like people may have been in here as recently as today, yesterday.
Oh. Do they look like bipedal? Like the footsteps seem like humanish?
I mean, there's no
Right.
footsteps here. I mean, there are
I'm
hammocks
looking
strung
in the
up.
dust or looking
Oh.
for tracks, see if there's
You don't-
anything.
You don't see any tracks. You don't see any dust. nothing like that. So
Okay.
It's a rock.
I do an investigation to search all the stuff.
okay.
33.
You find the hammocks are well kept. They're made out of seaweed, which has been knotted together to form rope, which has been knotted and weaved together to form these hammocks. The provisions are of various types of fish, and you will have noticed as you got all sitting here on or standing here on this outcrop of a rock, there's various types of fish that shouldn't even be here. You see trout, brook trout.
Could you face your mic a little bit more or something?
Right there. Can you hear me now?
That's a little better, yeah.
Sound like you're talking underwater.
Yeah.
But did you say that the type of fish we're seeing shouldn't be here?
Yeah, he said there's things, brook trout, things that should be way up on the surface. We're miles down below.
Yeah, and they're confined to this water here, so you haven't seen this anywhere else. But there are, and you also find 2 finely made fishing poles that have been made out of some sort of bone, and then the bone has been carved to be able to turn it into a fishing pole. So,
Pretty big chunk of bone.
yes, the give me
Any
just a second.
symbols? Crushing wave, howling hatred.
When you open up the armoires, both of the armoires contain matching pairs of armor. The armor is made of a glossy black shell substance. It is full plate armor, but made completely out of a glossy black shell of some sort of sea creature, complete with helm. There is also 2 short swords, each of them made with this type of substance, and a full lance that is in the armoire but goes diagonally, but the lance is 7 feet long.
Does any of it look magical? I think I still have my detect magic up.
No.
Okay. I do want the lance though.
I would like one of the obsidian looking short swords just because I want to have it appraised.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Plus, it looks cool.
When you look more closely at the breastplate on each of the suits of armor, it has the symbol of the crushing wave on it.
Ah. And
Yeah, I
then
had a feeling. It's kind of this is the water cult's version of the Sacred Stone Monastery is my guess. Like this is like the entrance to their lair, or at least near it.
Aha.
Well, say down here, yeah, because they have one on the surface as well. I don't remember what it was called. High water something up there that we avoided. But yeah, I think you're right. This is definitely where some important people live and seem to live now, like actively.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking those swords. Whodunit,
Right.
do you want to put the
I think-
armor like in some carrying thing? It might be worth selling if we ever get to a place where people buy things.
If we ever get to civilization again, man.
You said it's plate mail?
Yes.
Yeah, full
Okay.
plate.
I mean, if anyone wants to wear it, that's cool too. Although I imagine you'd want to
Yeah.
get that symbol off of it. But
Yeah,
I-
I need only
it's a
grow more
downgrade.
hair.
It's a downgrade from what I got.
Well, no, I could possibly put it in my ring, but I do not think I can cram that through the aperture in my hat. Even when I stretch it out to 2 feet.
okay,
I'll keep the lance in case I ever need to bring out my giant elf.
All right, so I'll go ahead and bamf into the ring, and I'll take the armor with me. And
So
then
we
pop. Yeah.
these questions, but somehow Alethea is carrying a spear, a lance, a sword.
Yeah. Well, I'm a knight, and actually I'm fairly strong. So
Yeah, he's just talking about the physical logistics, like how are
Yeah.
you carrying long
Oh.
weapons?
It's
You know,
the
Bjorn-
old we don't do encumbrance prison wallet.
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Plus, it's the
I
Fallout
could-
4. You know,
I'll keep the lance, and I guess I'll keep the lance with the stuff in the bag of
Yeah.
holding for now. Then.
According to my notes, Bjorn's been carrying about 12 javelins since we were like 8th level.
yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's like Fallout 4, where I'm carrying like 35 rifles. You know, I'm like, how the hell
Yeah.
am I doing that? So,
But if you pick up one more feather, you'll be over encumbered.
yes,
Yeah.
but I can't walk. So,
Yeah.
Me and Jen we play a game where the DM does do encumbrance, boy, and that makes for a lot of choices.
yeah, it does. All right.
Every party has a pack animal.
What are you guys going to do now?
I mean, what do y'all think? Should we just keep wandering along? Should we wait here till someone comes in and kill them?
I say we
What's the
go
plan?
down the stream to where the water's going, and maybe
said
where
there
we
was
heard
a-
the waterfall.
Yeah, I'm curious about that waterfall. Maybe there might be a way out near it.
Just remember.
What if
don't
something tells us not to go that way?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fine as
Don't
long as we
go-
can breathe in the room.
Don't go chasing waterfall.
Yeah.
Sticking to the streams and the rivers we used to. Man, all the music's going to be on my playlist later. So,
I'll tell you, I'm having like so much music nostalgia.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a way to the southwest.
Gonna have to rewatch the stream and make a list of all the music.
Well,
Mhm.
the way to the southwest is the area to the south I was talking about where the water gets faster and then you hear a waterfall from that direction.
Yeah, that seems like the way to go.
Down there waterfall.
Well,
Okay.
do you want to check?
there
Do you want
is
to
a
check the
whole-
way?
There's a whole other direction we didn't check out to the west, but if we
can
want to
check
go
there
down
first.
that waterfall, we should bear in mind that we don't have a boat anymore. So we're just
Yeah.
body surfing over a waterfall.
I'm kind of wondering whether we could take
I-
some of the stuff that's in the hut and maybe put together a boat.
My thought was to see if maybe there was something behind the waterfall.
Yeah, that was my thought. Like maybe there's a way out from behind there.
I leave
Yeah,
you with
I
the
don't think-
challenge.
I don't think you got the picture. From what he said, there's the water's rushing down here, which will lead us to a waterfall.
Yeah.
So it sounds like if we go to where the water is rushing, it's not like there's a waterfall in this cavern. Like, oh, let's look back.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
It's
water
kinda
is
like how we
moving.
got here in the first place.
Yeah, the water is moving quickly in a southerly direction, and if you were to jump in a barrel, it would be ill-advised. So,
I will send Mr. Simeon out to scout ahead.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, we could feather fall through the waterfall if we had to, I suppose.
all
I'm a
right.
little too big to play Hobbit in a barrel.
Hey,
You
here,
see.
the travel.
All right, I will tell you what you see, but you gotta. This is gonna be complicated. You see at least one aboleth swinging up and towards the surface. This room is filled with giant crocodiles, and you see the aboleth come up, snag one of the giant crocodiles, and take it down underwater and drown it before beginning to consume it.
Damn.
All right.
More aboleths, lovely.
In the middle of the room, this is a giant room with a ceiling at least 400 feet high, beyond your range of vision, but it is strangely illuminated by glowing water that is floating upwards, all of it coalescing in the middle to the remains of a gate, an elemental
what
gate.
now?
Oh damn! This is where they were gonna send the water prince guy. This is where they were
Yeah.
gonna summon him.
But the elemental gate has collapsed, and there's a commoner sitting in 5 pieces on the ground, being chewed on by giant crocodiles. In its place where the gate was, there is a giant 20 by 20 foot column of water going straight upwards past your line of
Finally,
vision.
some good news. Sorry.
No, that's it. That's what you see. And there are waterfalls pouring into this room from the west and from the north as well.
Let me reiterate all that for everyone.
Mm.
I don't know. That does not sound like someplace we need to go.
Yeah, the problem is I don't know where else we can go that would
Well,
lead us out.
There was the passage to the west that we haven't checked out yet. That could possibly lead us out.
Do you want to try? I didn't. Okay, it seemed like it closed.
That's the
up to
only
me,
other
but-
option we have other than this place.
All right.
It looks like there's a.
The only
If you
there's
look,
al-
it looks like there's something right over here.
there's
No.
also the option of the get out pathway.
What do you mean no? What is this?
There's nothing over here. It
There's
ends.
nothing over there. It's a closed door. I mean, it's a closed cavern.
Oh. All right.
That's
I
why.
thought- okay.
No,
Yeah,
I tried that.
Yeah, it branches off into nothing. It's a dead end.
Well then, that we have 2 options then. We can see how long we can hold our breath and fight whatever is in that room, or we can go down the waterfall.
Well, to be fair, some of you will not have to hold your breath.
Mm. Should we take a long rest before we do that? Because
You know,
Now, wait. I heard 2 options, and I think there's a third. Maybe it's not a useful option, but we can go over this waterfall. We can go back through the water-filled tube to likely death. Or we could backtrack to where we popped down here in the first place and go the other way.
I mean, it's only the waterfall in the place full of gigantic crocodiles and a hungry aboleth. Yeah.
or we can
I'm
fight
not-
3 hydras.
I'm not currently advocating, condoning, or condemning. I'm just trying to list options. None of them sound good to me. So,
I think
But
we should
neither
take a
is-
long rest, whichever way we go.
okay. Do we want to commandeer this hut and try it here?
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, we should keep an eye out and see if whoever this hut belongs to comes back. You know.
Yeah, sure.
would-
You're curious about that anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I'm
I
alright
can
with
ritual cast an alarm.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll wake up anyway if something happens.
All right. All right.
So you're going to take a long rest?
Yeah. 'cause-
Yeah, that's good. I actually took quite a beating in the last fight. And
Yeah. I need my smite slots back.
All
All
right.
right.
Pierce will offer to take last watch.
I'll
Because
take
he'll
last watch.
ritual cast alarm before.
Okay.
I'll take.
He claims
I'll
one of
take
the
first
hammocks.
watch. Sorry.
All right. The night is strangely silent, except for the first hour of the first watch, where you hear multiple voices, similar to the ones you have heard in your mind all through here, going, "This is your last night. Find your way out of our domain, or our entire family will find you."
Why is no one ever pleased to see us?
Yeah. And I'm just saying, if you want us gone, tell us how to get out.
I'm the only one that heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who? I don't know. I remember who has second watch, but I tell them.
I did.
Okay, I tell you the message that I heard.
Great. We're going to be ambushed again by. It's like, we would like to leave. You could help us leave. We'll be glad to go.
Well, try telling them that. I didn't think
I
to
have
speak
done
back
that
to the
before, and they
voices.
attacked us. So I don't know.
Do you say that in your mind?
Yeah.
When you wake, go to the room that you have seen. Enter the water column leading out of our domain, and you shall be gone. The creatures that we feed on will not approach you. We will hold them back. But do not tarry. Go quickly.
All right. So they're saying don't. Okay. They said that they won't attack us as long as we move quickly. So that means we don't have time to rest.
Technically, he said "do not tarry," so I think we ought to Dan or Joe or something.
Yeah.
When your
All
night, they said they would allow you to rest. They're giving
Okay.
you
Oh, they'll
respect.
let us rest. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. We will make our way out as soon as possible.
Hopefully, they'll allow us to sleep.
Yeah. They said that they would.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll tell whoever's on next watch, what I heard in the conversation I had.
The rest of the night is uneventful. Did
Yes.
we all just pass on that message? We can go to the morning.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yes, yeah, and I tell them that. The way that I'm presuming it was another aboleth told us to go.
Well, I did say I saw aboleth, so
Yeah, we did. That's my guess. It's another aboleth.
speaking in the mind. It's either that or Fizgret doing impression.
Yeah. Okay, so
So do we get our long rest?
Yes, you do.
All right, so
All
let's
right.
just go get your stuff back. Get my inspirations back. Spells back. And I think, and I had this back. And yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, so we need to make our way out quickly before their patience is exhausted.
All right, looks like we get to go down the slip and slide again.
Yep, that's what we'll do.
All right.
And then we're going to cast Featherfall when we go down.
Okay. Go ahead and make your way into this cavern.
All right.
And you cast Featherfall, no problem. So you're going to gently go down into the water.
Okay.
Now, let's say I am not, it's not that I do not trust, but I do not trust. I will go into my ring, and Mr. Simeon will carry ring invisible.
Okay.
No problem.
I understand. I do not blame you.
When you get into this area and are able to see even better in this area, so go ahead and when everybody gets, well, I'll just describe it. There are, besides the crocodiles you see tens, maybe 100 crocodiles on the water. You see at least 5 aboleths here fighting with each other, mating, arguing. The cacophony in your ears is overwhelming. As Cirrus gets to this ground, you see remains of the cult members torn up, torn asunder, some of them their heads blown open, bleeding from the eyes and mouth as if they had suffered psionic attacks. You also see human bodies turned into a mucousy substance floating in the water that you have to avoid. It's so disgusting.
All right. So it seems like everybody's over here.
Asunder is a fun word, and you
Okay.
just don't get to use it very
All right.
often.
So which way did the aboleth tell us that we need to go to get out?
He said, "Go into this." Yep.
Oh, go into there. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll do that.
Water.
Okay. We'll do that.
Cirrus will reestablish his psychic link and just say, I'm not complaining by any means, but I find it very interesting that they obviously don't need to let us go. They're just willing to let us leave.
I think they've seen what we did previously, or at least they know about it, and they don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah,
hear
I guess we are more trouble than we're worth.
You hear a voice intruding on your link and go, "You have already killed the elder. We have existed here since before time. We do not want to risk any others. We will, by virtue of our long lives, outlast you as it is. So leave, mortals."
Okay. Yes, thank you, and we will leave in peace.
Cheers, man. Have a good life.
Yeah, Mr. Simeon just puts the ring into the column of water.
Actually,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry. No one can speak into my mind unless I let them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
didn't
enter
hear
the
that.
water and I say Cowabunga.
You enter the water and you feel it flow around you. And it's the strangest feeling because it almost grabs you. And then you are suddenly yanked upward with an incredible feeling of speed, but you don't feel as if you're moving at the same time. You are able to breathe in this water, even without an air bubble or anything else. And you travel in the water for hours, moving upwards.
Cirrus will ask psychically, does anyone else realize that we didn't even ask where this would be going?
Nope.
Look.
We not. just
No,
wanted-
but we're going up and we're getting out. That's the step in the right direction. We can figure out where we're going once we get where we're going.
After several,
You guys are understanding the
plane
true,
of water,
the true
astral sea.
horror that is happening right now.
Yeah.
Bjorn
Yeah,
has
I
been
know.
forced to take a bath.
He'll be clean once we get out.
after several hours of moving in this water, you feel a change. You feel for the first time a current pushing down against you, and suddenly you are all dumped out into. Give me every perception check, everybody.
All right.
Perception.
Perception, and I have it at advantage, so.
Persuasion. Perception. There it is.
Let me guidance
Oh shit.
Okay.
a little higher.
Mike's just freaked out. He's too freaked out.
All right, so that is 26 for me.
Everybody but Bjorn, who is freaking the F out, is suddenly shocked to be dumped out into salt water.
Oh
At
boy.
least 150 feet above you, you see sunlight streaming down, and there's an incredible pressure of water pressure on you as you are 150 feet under the ocean.
Okay, yeah, we're swimming straight up.
All right, everybody give me a constitution. You can move at half speed, so 30. So give me 5 constitution checks. So,
I cast freedom of movement on myself.
ooh,
All right.
you're good to go.
Hang on. I think I got this covered.
You got it? Okay.
Let me
run. Okay, well, I'm okay, so.
You need 5 of them.
Yeah, 5 of them.
150 feet underwater at half speed. It's a long way to swim without taking a breath.
It's
Plus
a long
you-
way to Tipperary.
Yeah, you've got pressure on you as well.
Damn.
So.
Do I still need to do that with freedom of movement?
If you
You can go faster, so you only need 2. So
you guys hold on just a second, I might be able to get us all to the surface.
All
right.
right, you got something.
I gotta find out where it is. Forgot what
There-
level it is.
they're doing preemptive checks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're in the ring. You're good. So
Well, I couldn't stay in the ring forever because I didn't know it was going to be hours and hours and hours. So
Yeah.
let's see, a higher level when you cast this spell for a higher level.
Yeah.
you can only take 1 creature too, right? With vortex warp.
Okay, yeah, I was checking to see if at higher levels I could grab multiple creatures. But
Yeah.
150 feet under the water, second level spell, 90-foot range.
You can get a lot higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. So
Yeah.
I have.
It just says the range increases with level, not how many people you can take.
I know, but I can cast it multiple times.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I will cast it 4
I
times
can. I mean,
and
I
get.
can shadow step for some of it and save you some of the trouble.
And
Okay.
I will cast it 4 times and get the 4 of you 90 feet closer to the surface because
Yeah.
air is not a problem for me.
Well, all of you passed your initial Constitution save for the pressure, so you were able to resist it through sheer happiness that you may be at the surface. Cirrus is like, shit, I don't care where I'm at. I'm
I rolled
150.
sorry. I rolled
He's like-
I rolled a 23 on my second Constitution check.
All right.
Okay. And so I will say you are all able to get to the surface. You pop up to the surface to sunlight, the sound of seagulls, the spray of salt water on your face. Half a mile away, you look around and see nothing but ocean all around you. To the north, half a mile away, you see a series of islands that you could swim to.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
All right.
All right.
I wish I had spell for making both.
Yeah, well, maybe the islands might have something that we can make a boat with.
All right. I will just, foregoing it and knowing that you guys.
Can you help swim?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I
that sounds
will-
like something. Sounds like
Willing-
something to do once we're on dry land.
I will forego checks. You guys are sufficient level and sufficient ability and strength and everything else that you're able to make the swim even with armor and eventually get on to the island. What do you want to do from here? There are a variety of ways we can go from here. So
Depends on what the island is all about.
the island is not that big. The island is about 400 feet long and about 30 feet wide. There are a variety of different trees on this island.
I'd like to vote us all off the island.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, variety
Can
of trees.
anyone hazard a guess as to where we are?
That's a good question.
That is the question.
Yeah, like let's see. You Eleutheria, you
Yeah.
follow Illustri,
I don't
right?
have nature or
Yes.
survival or anything.
Yes.
I have survival.
Perhaps
Yeah.
when it comes nighttime, you can look at stars and tell us where
Yeah.
we may be.
Yeah. But in the meantime, I think Bjorn had the right idea of using survival.
Well, in the meantime, I will start making boats with my artificing tools.
Sounds good.
There's a deal of wood here.
Everybody give me a perception check.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sure nothing terrible is about to happen.
No, not at all. I'm gonna do another guidance.
Look at that.
27.
Sarah rolls a 1 and gets a 23.
All of you, as you're looking around and examining this small kind of almost like a toll that you're on, notice that to the west, maybe 5 miles away, there are 2 much larger conjoined islands in that direction.
Okay.
And there's a channel of water between, there's a channel between this small island and those larger islands over there. If you had to guess, you would say those islands are maybe the 2 islands together almost 25 miles long.
Right. Yeah, I'm liking the idea of like trying to put together a boat and then see if we can sail in that direction.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
See, making boats. Like going to make try and make sail out of the tree, the palm fronds, and make some orders. So if we need to do some rowing as well,
Mm-hmm.
getting
Well,
that's right.
That is a truly strange thing. Even though you can hear the gulls and they nest on the rocks here and everything, the trees and everything on this island are very similar to the trees that you saw around Waterdeep.
Oh,
Or
maybe we're not too far
Thornhold.
from there.
And brush.
Well, then we can't be too far from the mainland.
Yeah, let us hope so. There is a, if I recall, there is a series of islands off coast of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me whatever checks you need to make the boat, and
All right.
then nighttime. Who's making a survival? Who's going to try and make survival checks, night or day, to try and figure out where you guys are. So
I think
Um,
Bjorn needs to do it
uh,
during the day.
You actually determine what checks we need to make the boat, sir.
well, there's artisan. You're using your artisan skill, right? So you're using your
Me-
artisan tools.
Part of this.
All right, I'm going to say it would take you at least 4 or 5 days to craft the materials to put it together, and you need to make a series of rolls on your artificer using your artificer tools. So,
All right, so that'll
Yeah,
give me
okay.
proficiency rolls.
And you
um,
want me to make a survival
Yeah.
check during the day.
Yeah.
you can do it at night too. So, but Steve said he was
Mhm.
going to try at night as well. So,
Yeah, I
let's say
can
it's
try it.
the first day. Go ahead and give me your survival checks.
All right, let me try mine.
At the very least, as the day passes, we should be able to get an
17.
idea of north and what
I'll go
north
ahead and
and
guidance
south,
this.
assuming that
Oh,
we're
that's a
on
crappy
Peru.
roll. Let me guidance that. 11. Why do I keep rolling ones? Okay.
Mike, you are able to determine on that first day, looking at the sun, its path, and the currents and everything, that you are, I'm not going to say super far to the south, but you are south of where you went underground. In fact, well, hold on for a minute. If you had to guess, you guess that you are probably about 1,000 miles or more south of the Deseret Valley.
Wow.
Okay.
No, that's a good ways off.
I let people know where we're at then.
Jen, you're making survival check as well. You
Yes.
also have divination that you could use as well, also, don't you?
Let me check and see. Let me see if I have anything else. Oh, well, I
What would
do
I
have
need to roll for the
something that...
divination?
Huh?
What would I need to roll for divination?
Do you have any spells?
Let me see if I have it. I know I have scry. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if I have divination.
Jen, when you make your check of survival, you're kind of getting a look at of the water and the sun and everything, and working alongside
Mhm.
Bjorn. You determine that as far as east-west goes, you don't think you really moved that far east or west from where you entered into the Underdark. It's
Mhm.
just you're very far south.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, all I got is I can detect portals. I don't think there are any portals here.
We just got to keep making our way towards the mainland then.
Yeah.
and Jeff, you want to give me your first artificer check?
All right, so let's see. I will use. I get to make the check plus my proficiency, and then I will add Flash of Genius to it. That'll give me an extra 4. So that'll be D20
Yeah.
plus 9 plus 4. It's gonna be pretty high if I use Flash.
And also, yeah, let me help you, Jeff. Here's some guidance.
I don't think I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna have a D20
Okay.
plus 13.
Okay. All right.
Let's see what you get.
You got it anyway.
Plus, I got guidance myself, so.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't remember if you did or not.
So 24 plus.
That's everything added in.
Okay. You are able to construct the keel and ribs of a fair-sized boat. I mean, it's not huge, but you go around the island and working with your companions, you're able to find the backbone of a dead whale. You're able to find several trees that have fallen down from storms and stuff, and you're able to hack them up to form the ribs and put this all together into a very sturdy and well-crafted spine and keel for the boat. A boat that is about 15 feet long, and once it's all put together, you think that it'll be about 10 feet wide.
Just needs to be big enough for all of us. That's all.
So that's your first day.
Yeah.
Are any of you going to keep watch at all while we're here? Or are you just going to work?
Absolutely.
I think
Okay.
we should keep watch because you never know.
I'm also trying to get some idea of like
Mhm.
if the seasons have changed because I don't know how long we've been underground.
All right.
Okay. You automatically, when you're up, you've yearned so long that you detect a change in the air, but it's hard to tell because once they tell you that you're almost 1,000 miles south, it is warmer than you remember when you went down here, but you couldn't possibly have been underground so long that it was become spring because it was late autumn, almost winter when you went below ground, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So you're not entirely sure, but it is warmer than it was when you entered the Underdark in this area you are in. Second day, go ahead and give me the artificer checks, and anybody who's keeping watch as well, give me perception checks.
All right. I'll give you that.
Survival checks from Jen and Bjorn. So
Definitely out of guidance to that one.
I'll do it as well. But
So 18 on the next check.
all right. So this is perception.
I failed the survival
20,
check.
21 on perception, and
So did
let me do survival. It's not my best thing, but I can do okay at it.
Yeah, but Jen, I rolled a 1.
Okay, I got a 23 on survival and 21 on perception.
okay. And what did Jeff roll? He rolled a total
18.
of 18. All right. Today's work for you, Jeff, was not as fruitful as it had been the day before, but you were able to put planking on the side of one side of the boat and make it watertight by using some artifice that you do and some combination of magic as well to create a pitch substance to put on the inside to let it begin to set.
Yeah, so these have some good sap. It's good for waterproofing.
Yes. So
And
you
I
did
can
that.
start snowing when it comes to time to deal with sails. I have a tailor's kit.
Okay.
Yes, but we have much fabric.
Cirrus, at one point, far, far to the east, you think you might have seen a mast or a sail, but you're not sure.
Ooh.
So,
Hey, yo, do we want to set like a signal fire, or do we want to take our chances and not deal with whoever happens to come along?
You know, for my money, if like we could get on proper ship, I mean, not to say I'm not doing a good job here or anything, but like if there's already well-built ship that was made by like Shipwright and Shipyard, I think we would all prefer to travel on something that's larger and
Yeah, that could
Oh.
work. I mean, I could cast a firebolt in the air.
I don't
Well,
know. I
we
have a friend named Irk that said we should check on the accommodations first.
We could build and maintain a signal fire as well, and a couple of us have thaumaturgy to even signal when ships pass by, like that one over
Yeah.
there. And there, I don't know how long we've been underground, but there were a couple of churches that had priests and priestesses keeping tabs on what we were doing on behalf of those gods who love us so much. So
Well,
if there's
unless-
anything to get their attention.
Unless
Yeah.
we went through a dimensional portal of some sort that we were not aware of, we have been underground for a number of days. Yeah,
Well, that's what I
it's-
mean. I don't think it would be long enough that we would have been forgotten. I know for a fact that Gorell of Timora was keeping tabs on me because she kept sending me messages.
I do have
Um,
sending.
Well,
I
I
have to-
mean, I
I have
think
to
when
go
the
to the
world
restroom real
stopped
quick. I'll be
ending,
right
I
back.
think they probably figured out that
Wait,
probably
wait.
we were okay.
Boja,
Boja, did you
Boja said
have
she could-
sending?
I do
Yes.
have
Hold
sending.
on,
Yes.
hold on, Nem.
I got to go pee real quick, so you continue talking amongst yourselves. So,
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm going to go make some tea while he's doing that. But Cirrus is going to say, I would recommend that we do a sending to, and I would say Gorell. I don't know if anyone has a better idea, but she was the one paying the most attention to us. But we should also build a signal fire at the same time.
And I know the Priestess of Soon in Red Larch was really interested in what we were doing.
Yeah, why don't
Yeah,
you
but I don't
send it to the
and I knew Gorell better.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go make some
Yeah.
tea. I'll be right back.
You know, I didn't get the impression that we were really all. This is my thought, and I think Bjorn might know this. I don't know, but if we're seeing the same kind of trees that they see in Waterdeep, then we cannot be more than a few miles out, like maybe 10, 15 miles at the most out from the shore. Otherwise, the seeds from the trees could not have gotten out here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, not necessarily, because it depends on how a bird could be flying, and it could have seeds on its legs, caught in its legs or something.
Some birds eat fruit, carry
Okay.
seed, poop
All right,
muscle.
I'm back.
All right.
So, yeah. So we continue our 3-hour tour.
Yes. All right. Jen and Mike tries to do his best, but can't keep up. You do your survival check, and you realize that your initial calculations were somewhat off, and you may be further west and south than you originally thought. Although you're starting to get an idea where you might be, and you're not happy about it. You're thinking that you may be closer to the Moonshade Isles than to Waterdeep.
Oh boy, I'm sure that the elves of Moonshare are going to be so happy to find a drow.
Same trees in the Moonshade area?
Yes.
Well, wherever we are, we still cannot be too far from shore. I mean, I'm not. I think what I'm saying is, I think our makeshift ship should be able to take us there. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. No. Well, it would be a starting point.
All right. Go ahead and give me your rolls for the third day.
All right.
The various
Okay, I'll do-
rolls.
All right. I'll do perception and survival.
Jesus.
27.
I'm totally doing the pylon rolls tonight.
And Cirrus is off getting tea at the moment, but that's all right.
Yeah. I critted the survival check.
I thought it was just me and Jen that were doing the survival check.
No, well, I was doing the survival check because Whodunit wanted me to see if I could navigate by the stars.
So he's doing the survival checks at night.
Yeah, I'm doing the night survival checks. Yeah.
Just trying to figure out our location.
All right. Jeff, you make more progress and are able to find a tree that you turn into a mast that you secure to the keel. You're able to do that and sort of figure out what you're doing with the rigging, but it's going to be very rudimentary. Meanwhile,
is there perhaps a clearer image of this map?
you just need to go all the way out, and it should.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine's
it doesn't-
clear.
I went all the way out. It looks okay.
It's roll 20.
Okay.
Okay.
It's high resolution, so.
It's
yeah.
oh, there we go. Okay, hold on. It's zoom. Hold on.
I'm guessing
I just
where
lost
that
the
red
image
dot is
altogether
now.
now.
Yes,
Okay.
but I'll get there in a second.
There we go.
I'll pretend I don't know that.
I think it was just taking it a while to load because it's high resolution.
Yeah. Jen, and I'm going to say Cirrus and Steve, you see more sails far off in the horizon to the west, but you also see some to the northeast as well.
Where should I be on this map?
Go down and to the left. See that red dot?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Aluthria,
Mm-hmm.
Boja, and Bjorn, work diligently and to the best of your abilities. Somehow, you think you are on an island approximately where that red dot is.
That is a long way.
Well, that red dot right there.
Yep.
We are close to
Okay.
the Moonshays. We're in the Sea of
Is that
Swords.
bad?
Well, for you, probably not. For me, maybe.
And as a general rule, you could put together the geography of everything. You are over 1,000 miles away from Waterdeep. More than that away from where you entered the Underdark in the Somber Hills. You're probably 250 to 300 miles from Baldur's Gate and about 50 miles away from one of the Moonshae Isles.
Is that because you're a drow?
That's my concern. I mean, it may be that they'll let me go in peace, but I don't know.
Wait a minute,
I've not
you-
had any encounter with the Moonshays.
Wait a minute. You've had this for a really long time. Don't you have the ability to disguise yourself?
No, I don't have that invocation anymore.
You
I
look
might if I train, I might be able to get it back, but I don't have it right now.
Is there a hood or something we could put over your face?
I have a
Cover up
cloak.
your
I have a
skin?
cloak of elven kind. It's fine.
Okay.
I have a hood.
For some of you, you may never have been this far south. For some of you who are new to this realm, period, you almost certainly have never been this far south and may not know what the heck is going on. So,
well, you know, we
Sirius
could.
has been up and down the Southern Coast just in life.
cool.
We could wrap her face in bandages and say that, you know, while we're fighting fire cults and elementals and dragons, she is horribly burned.
No.
Did we figure out where we are? Is there a problem?
You are. Do you see that red dot on Bjorn's map? Or you could. Yeah, that's where you guys are. You're probably about 1,200 miles from Waterdeep, about 1,500 miles from the Desert Valley. You are way out down there. So,
Do you think
What's
that
the
wearing
Moonshae
a cloak
Isles?
of
go ahead, Mike. What we say?
Do you think that wearing a cloak of elven kind is not going to be a giveaway?
No.
It's not like it disguises you.
No. I mean, it would just be enough to put the hood over my head. It's not going to
What's
matter.
the problem?
We'll just deal with it once we get there. I've committed no crimes against the elves of the Moonshae.
She is a drow, and she's worried that the Moonshae elves might have an issue with her.
Yeah. We'll just make it work.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's not like we're going to Avernus.
Yeah. I mean,
Tim Gunn says, "Make it work, everybody."
yeah. Yeah.
Designers.
Oh my God.
Did we try sending to anyone yet?
Dark Nim isn't the only
No.
one that gets possessed, I guess.
So if you, like I said, I've got 3 slots. We could do 3 sendings a day, unless I go higher.
What is the range on ascending?
Anywhere?
Range.
Okay.
You send a short message of 25 words or less. The creature hears you and answers.
Anyone on the same plane?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and tell me what you want to send. And to who.
So I'll look at I'll ask them who they would like for me to contact and what message would you like me to send.
Send a message in a
Well,
bottle.
Are we trying to get back to Baldur's Gate or Phandalin or somewhere? We should probably figure that out.
Well, Baldur's Gate is the probably the easiest place to get to from here,
Yeah.
assuming we can cross the water.
As long as it's a creature you're familiar with, Jen, remember that.
Oh, that's right.
Well, my point is, like, most of the people that know us well enough that might actually put forth effort to help, especially if there was some way to involve magical help, would probably be in Phandalin or possibly Amphel or possibly Red Larch.
I mean, for all we know, we're still wanted in Waterdeep.
Red
Yes.
Larch was destroyed.
Partially.
Okay. Again, my first thought would be Sister Pharrell or Garel in Phandalin. That's where
How about
she
that?
was last time she
Who
anyway.
bullshit never met.
There's also the 0.5 of the Phandalin 5.
Droop, yeah.
And there's Droop, yeah.
Who Boja has still
It's
never met.
never, yeah. Has to be somebody you guys have met.
Or the Boja's nut.
You know people in. Don't know many people in Waterdeep. You know people on the town. I forget the name of the town on the way to Red Larch. You know people in Red Larch that might still be there. Yep. Hey, Jeff, go ahead and give me another artificer check for the 4th day.
Alrighty, here we go.
Just while you guys are waiting to see what you want to do with the messages. And I'm eating tacos, so I'm happy.
This was a really good day.
Oh, yeah. You finished securing the mast? Yep.
Renwick.
And, yeah.
Oh yeah, that would work.
And Amphail?
Yeah.
You
Well, no,
finished...
Renwick is in the monastery of the
stone monastery.
Stone Monastery.
Sacred Stone Monastery.
You could send a message to the Lich.
Isn't that Renwick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you care to get us off island?
Trading for information about the Underdark and the aboleth. He's very interested in information about the Underdark. He made a point of saying that.
He's very interested in information about his lost brother and his phylactery, his missing phylactery.
Yeah, we didn't find that.
Oh, you did?
Oh, we did?
You found the key to open his phylactery, and then you broke it.
Well, maybe we should not tell him that.
So, you were able to finish securing the mast and create a small deck, including a shelter under the deck with some gunnels, and it's looking pretty good. You figure one more day putting up the rigging and the sails, and you might be seaworthy.
Cool.
Almost there.
Besides, if a shark attacks us, we can just use its corpse after we kill it to keep us afloat.
Nice. Going full Watchman there, huh?
Yep.
That was a good one. Not many people outside the comic nerds know about that part of the story.
Are you saying I'm a comic nerd? Guilty as charged. So, before we move on to the 5th day and perception checks and everything else, what do you want to do for the sendings? Or do you want to see us send any sendings?
Yeah. I can't cast it, so it's not a whole lot I can really offer. Laurel, maybe.
Can I just say that wherever we go when we reach land needs to have alcohol?
As long as you don't have to go down into a cellar to get it, Sarah will be fine.
Why is all the rum gone?
I was
Keep her
trying
away
to
from
get
the
us
rum.
to the bar that we found.
I'm gonna do something fun for Bjorn. I'm going to change out one of my infusions and make an alchemy jug temporarily because I want that infusion back. But while we're doing this and we're out to sea, because I don't think Boots of the Winding Path are going to help me sailing,
Probably not.
I will present Bjorn with this jug that looks like a giant mug, and you just tell it, You want some ale, and it will produce a good quantity of ale once a day.
Well, there goes Bjorn's survival checks.
They haven't
So,
been terrible anyway.
so what you're saying is I take a drink of this after I say it's ale, and it's actually going to taste like feed or something because you're playing another trick on me, right?
No, this will make you have a choice of making 4 gallons of beer or 1 gallon of wine.
Oh, wow. I'll be doing the watermelon crawl here in a minute.
All right. Go ahead and give me the final perception checks for the 5th day and artificer checks and any other checks you want to throw in. You check your checks, hearts to light.
27.
Do I have to roll a disadvantage
Yeah.
my survival check for drinking?
Oh, no. I've got it factored in.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna guidance that because I think that can be higher.
4 gallons of beer is locked in for Bjorn.
All right, 20.
Now, when we do get the boat ready, I have something that can help. I have control water, so I can help.
Yeah.
send it
I
to
can.
us.
Yeah, I have gust prepared, so if we need the wind to be favorable, we can do that.
When I realize it's actually beer, I say thank you. I was certain you were pulling my leg there for a minute.
Yeah, I'll save it till when we get on dry land.
Okay. You are all able to finish the boat. And it looks like it's ready to launch when the tides are favorable. Mike is so far in his cup, he begins talking to a tree like it is a barmaid. So, for his survival checks. Jen and Cirrus, looking out to the west, you notice one sail far away almost over the horizon, then a second, then a third. Then you see a gout of flame erupt up into the sky.
Mm.
From the ships or towards the ships?
It looks like if it's far away, so it's hard to tell, but it looks like on one of the ships.
All right.
Ugh, I wish I had crafted a spyglass.
Hey, there's ships. There's a ship on fire and 2 ships that aren't on fire.
Yeah, maybe there is naval battle going on.
Could be. We're gonna have to try to avoid that because we're not in a position to really help them.
No. No, even if we wanted to help, we have no weapons to fight in a ship battle.
Nope,
Wow.
we have absolutely no fireballs whatsoever.
That and my battle axe does not swash very well, and I have no buckler.
Yeah, I brought the wrong character for that.
Okay, I guess Cirrus will just watch the ship burn.
Yes, what else can we do? We can't go swimming out there. It's a long ways off. Oh, you know what?
I totally want to save them, but what can we do?
Yeah, can we? How far away can we estimate the ship is?
Probably about 20 miles, something like 20, 25 miles.
Okay,
Yeah, that's way off. How much?
Yeah, I mean, could we travel 20 miles in an hour if we were running?
No.
Yep.
All right,
That
so
would be you averaging 3-minute miles carrying gear. So.
Yeah, okay. Water walking is out of the question then.
Did you just apply encumbrance?
No. I just
Okay.
used math. So,
He applied boot camp knowledge.
as you're watching, Cirrus, you see a storm cloud start to appear out of nowhere, with lightning cracking down, and it appears to be blowing at least 2 of the masts with sails unfurled now, quickly to the north.
Okay, do y'all see those ships over there?
Yeah, they got the storm cloud chasing them.
Yeah, so
Maybe
fire
somebody,
to
maybe
the
somebody
west,
casting. Yeah,
storm
maybe
clouds to the north.
we're stuck in the middle with them.
Mm-hmm.
Added to the playlist.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All we can do is focus on getting the ship done and then getting ourselves out of there.
Song always makes me want to cut off an ear.
Yours because you don't like hearing it?
No, it's Pulp Fiction, not Pulp Fiction.
Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Tarantino.
Yeah, I forgot I was in that movie.
Okay, seriously, just gonna say, Boja, are you willing to try ascending for me?
I can attempt it.
I'm sorry.
I can attempt it. Who are you trying to send it to?
The same priestess that I was talking about. I can describe her to you. I can share a psychic image. I don't know if it'll work, but I want to let someone know that we accomplished what we were setting out to accomplish and that we're back on this world. Since no one seems inclined to go with my idea of letting the Lich know, she's the only other person I can think of that I'm familiar enough with that it might work if you said Cirrus has a message for you.
Thing is, the spell says like it has to be somebody she's familiar with.
Yeah.
Familiar with. I can describe this person in great detail. So what does that mean? Cirrus is asking. He legitimately doesn't know.
Usually when familiar, it's like with teleport, you have to have actually seen it. You have to have actually visited, been there.
Then why would the description for sending say the recipient recognizes you as the sender if they know you?
Well, that's interesting.
You're a telepath. You can always put the image of this person in her head.
That's what I was trying to say.
I will allow you to try it.
Much
and roll a
I didn't think it would be automatic.
That's
why I was asking if she would be willing to try.
I'm willing to try it.
What were you gonna say, Jeff? Before we do this,
just like I'm not trying to muddy the waters here, but like my interpretation is like someone you're familiar with. Like for instance, I could be familiar with Joe Biden because it's all over the media, but he wouldn't know my voice if he all of a sudden gets a message in my head.
But like Greg said,
I'm trying not to metagame. Cirrus is asking this question of Boja.
Yeah, I know that. That was just my reading on things because you were like, we're bringing up the.
Well, he's using a mental image from his psychic powers to put it in her head. Try and give her a description and a place that she should be. I'll allow it and allow you to roll a percentile dice to see if you're successful. So.
All right.
Mills
Lane has made the call.
Roll.
What?
I said, do not pile along this roll.
What are you going to send? What's the message, first of all?
Percentile dice. Don't.
Yeah, what message do you want me to send, Cirrus?
You've only got 25 words.
Yeah, imagine you're trying to fit it into a word balloon in a comic.
What? What now?
Here's what Cirrus is asking Boja. I am Sister Boja of Sarenrae, traveling with Cirrus of Phandalin. We have accomplished our goal and are trapped and are marooned near the Moonshae Isle. Can you help us return?
Those last several words were too many.
Great. Now we're playing Twitter on Dungeons and Dragons.
All right. We stopped elemental incursion, stranded near Moonshae.
You were fine until you added that last little bit about like help us please and all that.
Okay, drop the helping part.
Stranded on the moon shells. Count, guys, count. You're doing sending 25 words. Just count.
Hashtag it.
We got the message, so let me.
That's part of the fun of the spell, having to count out the words and make sure you got enough room. Or you can be like Laura on Critical Role and cast 3 sendings because you just won't stop blabbing.
Karen
Yes,
Berger
sir.
literally had.
A few moments go by, Boja, and then you hear a voice in your head. Hey, who is this talking in my head? Where is this coming from? Wizard and Haurua say that this is not allowed to be done.
Sorry, wrong number.
I relay everything to Cirrus, so like,
You read who this?
Yeah, Halroa is way, way, way away from anything that we know.
Is Haru a place? I thought that was a name.
It's a place. It's near Thay.
Haura is a country close to Thay. It's close to where the manor game is going on. So closer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
thanks
it's kind of
for
like where
trying.
Agloron and all that is. It's way, way away from here.
Hang on
I
one
thought
second.
it would either succeed or not succeed. I didn't realize a wrong number was possible.
That's the way I'm reading it. You could try again.
Well, that's
What were you gonna say,
because
Chuck?
she was trying to reach out to somebody you're familiar with, and he was giving her a roll to see if it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
was
mean, Boja, if you've got somebody you're familiar with that you can reach, maybe that would work better.
I mean, you could try to reach your church.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Someone
Like,
else.
where on the coast, where in your backstory was your where's your order located? Are they anywhere on this coastline?
Or on this plane, even.
trying to remember where. Wasn't even on this plane. I don't know if I made that distinction.
Well, you're from this world, right?
Yes, but
Then they're on this plane. If you're from this world, then your people are on this plane.
I would say that if you were in a temple or abbey to Saren Ray, most likely the abbey is in, if it's on the Shore Coast, it's either in Waterdeep or Neverwinter, or you are further to the east and like help me out. What is the big town? Corminthir? So
Corminthir.
yeah.
Corminthir is Myth Drainer. You mean Cormir?
Yeah, Cormir. So those would be like the big abbeys. Or you would be way farther to the south. There are some areas that are associated with Saren Ray. For instance, you could be from because Saren Ray is the guiding light and it would be part of the desert culture and stuff like that. So
Well,
that-
I mean, if her abbey is in Waterdeep, it would explain why she was there when we met up.
true.
Saying,
so I'll try to contact my elder. We'll say it's Waterdeep,
Okay.
and I will go. Let's see. This is Boja. Phandalin 5 defeated elementals. Now stranded on islands. We think near, and where do we think we're near?
Moonshay.
The Moonshade Isles.
Any advice to help, and I'll send to him.
All right. You're under words, so you're good. They could send back 50 words themselves, right?
25.
Or 25.
Yep.
Yeah.
My child, you are presumed lost. The Deseret Valley is saved, and you are all hailed as heroes.
I hope that our statue.
Any word of our tavern?
Be wary of naval travel. Pirates.
Of course.
Will look for a wizard.
Okay.
And I'll relay the message I received to everybody.
And maybe that's what we saw. Those battles on the coast is
Pirates.
pirate battle. Yeah.
Hey, Bjorn, if we are heroes, think of this. There are probably songs about you now.
Oh, I had
As you are
that.
As you are waiting there, Boja, you receive a message from the elder.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hot diggity.
Group of pilgrims came to Abbey last week looking for Phandalin Five. Have been to Phandalin and other locations. Need help. Have money. Whole town disappeared.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to know what town this was that
Okay,
disappeared.
I'm sorry, Boja, but your church elder kind of sucks. Oh, you're back. You're back. It's a miracle. I'm so glad you're alive, my child. No. What do you get back? We thought you were lost, but by the way, there's someone here who wants you to work for them.
It is my privilege to serve the people. That is why I'm the champion.
He's only got 25 words and using spell slot, like this. Save jubilation.
Thanks, Sarah Ray, you're alive, my child. That's 6 words.
Yeah, 6 words, 19 left to go. So limited. Like save all that jubilation for when you meet face to face.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah, but
almost
he
as
can
bad as
pass along.
Jahira. You know what to do.
He can pass along a paying client's message easily enough. I'm sure they made a donation to the church on their way through.
Well, you're probably not wrong there.
And the weirdest confluence of events of all
You are
time.
so bitter, Sirius.
A
Damn.
marlin jumps out of the water. The light reflects off its scales, which forms a rainbow over the water. At the same time, spray comes up and disrupts the rainbow, and the rainbow spells out grumpy ass and directed right at Sirius.
Say the more you know.
Grumpy ass, nice ass. What can I say, Tamora? We're a natural couple.
I will respond back. We'll report to the temple once we get back, but we have to find a way first.
See you in 3 to 4 years.
You receive a reply to your message saying, first for Sirius, we are overjoyed. You are safe. It's a blessing from Sarah and Ray. Pilgrims left to return to their home church last week in Baldur's Gate. They got 3 more words
Wait a
left.
minute. They returned
Also-
to their home, but their home disappeared.
Also-
Three words?
Thank Goddess.
All right, Baldur's Gate. Yeah, that's we are conveniently not too far from there.
Last 3 words. Ninja Turtles good.
No, I'm with Bjorn. I want to go to Phandalin.
Also,
We have a
there's-
bar there.
He sends one last message because this is his last sending spell he had prepared. Also, to note, a Sister Gorell said to me after you passed, Lord Neverwinter seizes in, you pronounced dead, group jailed,
Bitch took our bar.
and
And Duke's in jail.
Jackie D'Antonio plundering coast.
Wait,
Lovely.
Man.
wait, isn't she dead?
I'll send back and like, thanks for the message. They will be dealt with by the goddess's help and blessings.
Jackie D'Antonio is treacherous. You never know.
Indeed.
Bjorn,
Yeah.
they took your alcohol supply.
Oh yeah, they took your bar, buddy. There will be
They
much.
took group.
Wait a minute. So we lost our bar in Phandalin. I lost my bar in Red Larch. Are the gods after my fucking alcohol or what?
You've also been pronounced dead. Troop is in jail, and the Jingle Janks is now illegal. So at least one thing can
Pronounce
happen.
me dead. You're taking my fucking beer.
And that
But
that
at least
uptight,
the Jingle Janks has been outlawed. Yay!
and that
Right.
uptight Lord Neverember seized our bar. So it's time to kill him.
I am absolutely never getting that alchemy jug back from Bjorn after that.
No.
Actually, I don't even care about the bar. It's just time to kill him.
Yeah.
You don't care about the bar? Oh, you wound me, my friend.
He is not big drinker.
I will
I will
remind you,
fight this
Bosha,
bar
that you
on your
had
behalf, Bjorn, but I want that man dead.
you did strike up a acquaintanceship with two people in Red Larch that you think might still be there. One is the priestess of Soon, and the other was the priestess of Tyr, who ran the temple and then was a refugee center there at Red Larch.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
well,
they were
Boja-
more friends of Boja and Eleutheria.
Yeah, I think Boja knows them both.
Yeah.
I'll,
What
Bosha-
extent- Does it,
I'll
does it,
contact the priest of Tyr first, and we're just to do the same message. You know, this is Boja. We made it out alive. Elementals destroyed. However, we're stranded on island
near Moonshade.
near Moochade. Can you help?
The priestess of Soon says back one short word: no.
See, Eleutheria, you should have been nicer to her.
Why are you blaming me?
She liked
Alright.
you.
I've got one more sending, so I'll
Yep.
send it to the
No.
send the same message
Wait.
to the. Go ahead.
I
You were
thought
sending it to the priest of Tyr?
he said no. She said the priest of Tyr. You said the priest of Soon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I think the priest of Soon was funny, so I'm going to say it got to her. Anyway,
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Eleutheria. I really wasn't trying to blame you necessarily. It's just that she
No.
was very fond of you.
Yeah, I don't know why.
the priest of Tyr says, "Thank Tyr, you are alive. Will shout to the heavens that our champions returned. Do you know a young elven
Wait,
mage
yes.
named Renwick?"
Wait, what? A young
Wait.
elven mage named Renwick?
We know a mage named Renwick.
Well, that was his response. So, unless you have another sending,
I don't have another sending, so we're not until
Well,
the next.
the
Okay.
suit thing was just fun. So, if you want to not say you didn't send it to Priestess of Soon, I'll let her just huff and puff that she wasn't contacted, and she's a priestess too that could have helped. Not that she would have, but
Yeah.
All right. So if we didn't send that, then do we know that? Are we assuming
The
this
way
is the
you
lich?
That's
Oh,
I
the
don't know
only
anyone
Renwick.
else named Renwick.
I mean, the only Renwick we know of was the Lich.
I'll reply back. We ran into a lich named Renwick.
I would just say we know a mage named Renwick.
Oh yeah, we know a mage named Renwick, and
I thought you had
no
no
more
monastery.
That's the truth.
Wait, you said you had no sendings left, Jen?
no.
He said I could retro it and say not. I didn't send it to the first one.
The suit
Okay.
was a
Okay,
joke. I'm not
okay.
going to make you burn a sending on that one. I'm
okay.
use it for a joke.
Okay.
So you're just going to say reply back. You know a mage named Renwick?
Yes.
You're not going to mention that it's a lich?
Doesn't seem worth mentioning, does it?
I wouldn't.
It might be a. Hmm.
It's a bit.
mean,
Bozier would have made notices it, but he was underground and was a lich.
I mean, but we don't know the young mage named Renwick is not just a common name like Bjorn.
Okay, but
Yeah.
can we try and get out of here to someplace
I have
better before we
both
start
all-
trying to clarify these things? That's my goal.
like look at boat. Look at boat. I mean, boat is looking really good.
Serious,
Yeah.
what are you complaining about? You're above ground now. I mean, you're stuck on an island somewhere, but you're above ground.
And I'm very happy
People
about it.
people are not trying to kill us right now.
Oh look, fish says grumpy pants again.
No, the fish now jumps up there and it says picky picky right there. So Chamorra's, you're her favorite subject now. So.
I vote we just get on our boat and start going toward shore.
All right.
Which shore? Are we sailing to the Moonshay? Are we
East.
gonna try? You want to make it to the Sword Coast in that boat with pirates on the sea?
You know,
Have a better
Honestly,
option.
our best bet is to get attacked by pirates and then try and take their boat.
that's what I was about to say. You know, like if
I'm
pirates
liking
take
that
it,
idea.
we could take their boat. It would be fun.
Did you send the message to the priest of Tyr?
Yes.
Okay. Response back. 4 days ago, Renwick appears in Red Larch. Unbelievable power. Help
Yeah, that's him.
town. Said favor for Cirrus.
I'll rely that.
Probably an illusion on his part, but I do think he would appreciate the information about the aboleth, and maybe we owe him that now.
On the morrow, I can send a message to him.
Yeah, sounds good.
If
All
he
right.
helped out that town because of us, that's really cool of him.
Yeah.
It points for the
Despite
use
the
of
whole,
tomorrow.
undead abomination living beyond thing. That
Meanwhile,
was still nice.
Whodunit's brain is going in jumbles over there wondering what his real goal is. So.
What were you saying, Mike?
I gave Jen points for the use of on the morrow.
Nice. Yes. Good.
It's up there with Nary.
Yes. Or asunder.
and asunder.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a writer. I like words and phrases, okay?
Damn right.
And not only that, Tamora can be a flibbity gibbet.
That's right.
I have no response.
I have no response to that.
The morrow
Tomorrow
dawns.
is an issue for Overmorrow.
The morrow dawns bright and early, and you know that if you want to make the morning tide, you must leave before the sun comes up, or wait until the evening tide to go out. Then
I say we start with the daylight on our side.
Yeah.
Or do you want to try to be sneaky sailing at night?
Are we?
Oh, I
not
think we're
less
probably
likely
going to die on the water, but we can go whenever you think is best.
You say we're going to die everywhere we go, and here we still are.
what were you going to say, Mike?
Are we not less likely to be attacked by pirates at night?
Yes, but maybe we want our boat.
Honestly,
Is it why does sailing at night mean that we lose our boat?
Weren't we told that there were that some of the pirates that were sailing were vampires?
That is true.
that was around Waterdeep, I think.
And
But yeah,
and
I do remember that.
it might be better to sail in the day when we don't have to worry about vampires.
Well, 1,200 miles from coast, we are going to experience night no matter what.
Yeah.
Sailing takes me away to where I'm going. All right. Little Christopher Cross for all of you there from the 70s. Next on Top 40 with no. All right.
Yes,
Yes.
Jeff. It looks like we're like maybe 175, maybe 200 miles offshore.
I'm just going by what Nim said earlier.
You're 200
Oh.
miles. You're about 250 miles from Baldur's Gate. Or
Alright.
if you go straight towards shore, not that you would know that necessarily, you could probably reach the northern tip of the island where Candlekeep is, and you're only about 175 miles from Candlekeep. So,
All right, and a sailing vessel moves about 4 miles an hour, so
right.
calculate.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking the idea of stopping at Candlekeep and then making our way up.
I agree. We
Maybe
should
we can
definitely make
finish that
stops
quest
along the
with
way if
Raven.
we can.
If we go to Candlekeep, we can finish that quest of the Ravens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We definitely could destroy that thing. It's close. Like the go deal with that portal.
All right. So you do. So you start sailing in the morning.
Yep.
I thought.
All right.
Okay.
Or evening. Just tell me. Which
Morning. Let's just
Morning.
go.
Okay.
Move.
As we start, since there's nothing
Yeah.
to do, I'm going to leave them to sail the boat. I will contact Renwick, and I will
Alright.
say, "This is Doja. Underdark trip successful. Elemental of Gates destroyed, and it ran into aboleths. Trying to think what else y'all want me to say.
Thanks for helping Red Large.
Thanks for helping Red Larch. When next meet, give more details."
Okay. So you're sailing along. Go ahead and give me, whoever is keeping watch, give me a perception check.
I'll do
Also, although your ship is seaworthy and won't sink, you've done a good job of securing it and making it watertight. It founders like a stuck pig, and you
I'd
only
like-
get
Can I use control water to help better steer it?
sure, but you're only getting about 2, and also because of the way your rigging is set up and everything, you are not sailors, so you're getting 2 or 3 knots, nautical, miles per hour at best.
Yeah. I mean that's not bad for totally inexperienced sailors.
Yeah, 26.
Okay. The first day heading into night passes uneventfully. However, there's a shimmering, and an elf mage in robes steps onto the deck of the boat.
Shimmer.
Okay.
Well met.
The illusion drops, and it is the Lich Rimwick in very close proximity to all of you.
Renwick. How you been, man? Good to see you.
I did not think to ever see any of you alive. And some of you I thought would have succumbed to the thirst. He looks pointedly at Eleuthria and Whodunit long ago.
No.
I have
We
gotten
stopped 2 elemental princes from coming through.
Would you like me to give you an undead hand? Congratulations.
He literally gives you an undead head. It's a crawling
Yes.
corpse.
If that hand happens to belong to Vecna, that might not be a bad thing.
Well, you did ask us to pass along pertinent information we might come across in the Underdark, after all.
Yes. I asked you to find my phylactery and my brother's sword, which would unlock it. I also was intrigued by tales of aboleth. I assume you have brought me sample.
Yeah, I probably did keep some. I'm willing to give it to him because I was the one who killed it.
They're very arrogant.
What?
Who?
What
Aboleth.
are you
Aboleth?
gonna do with them?
Yes.
I keep things, with the idea that maybe I might have to drink it later.
Okay.
One
Okay.
of the best conversations I ever had was with an aboleth.
Yes.
Well,
Um,
they didn't
it
like
was
us because we were too young and noisy and messy, and we killed their elder.
yeah.
What of my brother's sword wielded by the Earth Prophet? Did you run into the elemental Earth Prophet? Who were these elemental princes that you defeated? I know that you
The
are going
elemental
down
earth
to
prophet didn't have a sword. He had
Yancy
an
Bin.
axe.
I remember that.
an axe. I was sure that my brother's weapon was his key.
It was a
No, that was
pickaxe
definitely
specifically.
an
I don't know if
axe.
that makes a difference.
It was a pick, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a pick.
Well,
The war,
pick, sorry.
War
Seriously.
pick. That's right.
You.
the one that kept making Bjorn want to smash things.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to stick
Um,
with that because to
and
him,
then
a weapon
That
is
was
a
a lot of
useless
fun.
thing. Pick, axe, sword, knife, butt scratcher, they're all the same. So, they're inferior
Mhm.
weapons. So.
But gotcha.
Mhm.
and then the Prince of Elemental
War pick
Air.
butt scratcher. Hold on a second.
The Prince of Elemental Air actually got through, and I had to destroy a very powerful weapon of my own
Now
to break that gate.
the war pick though disintegrated after the
Yes.
What?
was shut down.
The
Yes,
water
it
pick
did.
my brother's weapon disintegrated?
Was your
War
brother's
pick,
weapon
yes,
a
it
war
did.
pick called Iron Fang that was consecrated to a Prince of Elemental Earth?
Yes. The Colt stole it from his tomb.
Ooh.
That was my fault. I destroyed a portal with it, and it disintegrated.
We
He
didn't
is
know that was the thing. I'm sorry about that.
he looks visibly angry.
I apologize.
We did not.
We,
We
I
had
didn't.
gods telling us to destroy the gate with that specific weapon.
I'm sure they did. And I'm sure that, and no offense to you, young lady, because you are so very kind, but Saren Ray would like nothing more than to see me stuck as a lich forever so I could be destroyed eventually.
Mhm.
But it was definitely the earth weapon, not maybe the air weapon.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, well, that would have been convenient. Sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
Except
very
for
well.
everything between there and here would be destroyed by now.
He begins casting, and there's a circle coming around him. He's like, well, it is good that you are alive, I guess. If you are ever around in 100 years or so, come pay me a visit.
Can you give us a
I
lift?
will make sure to do so. I say.
He stops casting and looks over his shoulder and goes, why would I do that? I have already, because I do not want adventuring types who want to rebuild Red Larch coming into my tomb. I helped them rebuild the city in. It was nice to see the people. I've got enough of them, though. I'm not a great big people person, so I'm fine not seeing them for another 2 or 3 centuries, at least.
Okay,
But why would I help you?
Because I'm asking.
Are we sure that your elemental weapon wouldn't destroy the phylactery?
It had to
I
do
mean,
with my brother specifically, young lady. My
we are
brother.
still willing to look for alternative means to recover your phylactery. I mean, the gods told us we had to use a certain weapon to destroy an elemental gate, and I used like this totally other weapon. So we will continue to look into that.
My phylactery, have you found it? I do not even know where it is. My brother, when he found that I intended to cast the spell, thought that he would be able to stop me by hiding the phylactery somewhere on Faerun. I do not know where he went.
Oh,
And
please,
he
we
said-
all know where your phylactery is. You're not fooling anyone with that part of the game.
If you think so. But he hid it away and then locked it. and a lock that is said to be only unlockable by his weapon.
There
You
isn't
know
a
a
lock
thief
that I can't get through.
That's what I've heard before. Fine. What sort of aid do you all need? And he looks disdainfully around the boat. And by the way, do you know that you are in the middle of an ocean?
I think
Oh.
that's
Yes.
why he asked for a lift.
What this is. It totally
Hey.
escaped my
Yeah, we were trying to get off of the ocean, and
Who done it worked very hard to build this boat to try and get us back to land because we appeared on a small island. And Sirius just looks around and says, would a lift back to Phandalin work so we can take care of Lord Never Asshole before we get on with this other business?
Is there anywhere else you would like to take me? Would like me to take you on the way to Phandalin? Old Netheril? Perhaps you'd like to go to Zintil Keep. Or better yet, why don't I take you to It's nice this time of year. We could get some wine, maybe some cheese.
Merlin, I
Seriously.
realize I'm imposing, but I really don't think it's such an overreach for 5 helpless people on a small boat in the ocean to ask to be taken to land that's on the way to where you're going anyway.
You have you have a boat. It is afloat for the moment. You are heading on your way. You want me to deprive you of this adventure?
Yes. Do you want me to keep trying to recover your phylactery?
But I don't know that you will recover my phylactery. I made you an offer once, and I will make the same offer again. Give me magical assurances that you will look for my phylactery, and I will take you where you want to go, all of you, now. In fact, I will even transport this fine vessel that was made.
I look a bit offended at that.
I've turned down 3 beings of varying power from the Feywild, as well as a few gods and a dragon who have asked me for magical assurances. So the answer there is still a hard no.
Why should I trust you?
Have I ever lied to you?
I don't know. Have you ever lied to me?
No,
Mm-hmm. So
not once.
he looks at
Maybe
Saren
twice,
Ray,
but definitely not once.
and he looks at whodunit. And all of you would be perfectly capable of restoring me to my mortal self again, and all of the access to magic that I have lost by becoming a lich. Oh yes. While you gain great power, there are certain spells that are off limits to those who are not among the living anymore. Certain spells require a certain sacrifice that the undead cannot provide.
blood sacrifice.
Perhaps.
Interesting.
There is more than blood that can be fed on by creatures who have crossed over the void.
This is very true. You seem to be one who is familiar with that. By the way, how is the Baba Yaga these days?
I presume
Well, he's not going to make it to the 5th movie, I can tell you that.
She's excommunicado.
Yes. What were you going to say, Jeff?
Mother is well. She looks
Mother.
after children still.
Yes,
I am here after all.
I'm sure. What is she calling herself these days? Ningabal? Shilba? She has so many names. No, Shilba is the one that is against her. Or I get them confused. I do not know.
All I know is they have 3.5 eyes average between them.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has her ways.
Believe me, I've seen what's in the hood and you don't want to see it.
When I next entreat her, I shall let her know that you inquired about her state of health.
Very well. I will tell you this, then. And he looks at all of you. And all of you must agree to this. I will give you 1 year to bring me news of my phylactery. I can find you through use of my magic, and obviously I can come to you. If in 1 year you have not come and told me what I need to hear, or at least shown me that you have tried, I will send every power that I can muster to gather your souls, and then I will feed you piece by piece to undead beholders while I save your soul for the most vile arcane experiments I can think of.
Thanks for dropping by. Good luck with your lonely eternal existence.
We
I
are
thought
on
that
a
was
boat in
Seems
the
to me
middle of the
that we could
ocean.
probably provide proof that we tried.
it
We
seemed like
are
it quite.
He's
No,
not
go ahead.
asking for proof that we tried. He's asking for everything he's asking for.
No, he said he wants all those things or proof that we tried.
What were you gonna say, Jeff?
We are on a tiny boat in the middle of the ocean with a lich, and Cirrus is being peak Cirrus.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you call done it reckless.
A marlin
I
jumps out of the water, and the moon shines off its scale, and there's a rainbow that says, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah.
I thought we had established some mutual level of respect, Renwick.
This is me showing you respect. Any other
No.
person, I would have killed and eaten their soul by now, or at least forced them to perform a kiss. I have not done that to you. In fact, I helped the town that you had spoken of. Now, granted, it was in my interest to do so as well, but part of it was because you were the most stimulating conversation I have had in many a century. Probably the only conversation I've had, but nevertheless, you're an interesting conversation companion. But
And you wish to reward that by turning me into an indentured servant.
Oh, for all the God's sakes, you do not know when to shut up, do you?
Yeah.
All right, just poke
I'm
the
kind of
bear
for
some
saying, wishing Medric on his merry way and just sailing over.
more. No, don't just poke the bear. Open the mouth wide, stick your head in, and spit down his throat. You couldn't get much better than where you're going.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the lick and bow my head and said, I promise, I have always promised my soul to someone else. It is not one I can break. To give you an oath.
I was not offering you, good lady, to give me your soul. I'm simply telling you that if you did not fulfill the terms of this agreement, an agreement that I'm not magically binding anyway, you could try and spend a whole year trying to hide yourself from me, of course. But if not, then I would come and take your soul. And good luck to Saren Ray to try and keep it from me. Maybe she would succeed. I do not know.
I would rather not risk turning him into an enemy if we can help it.
Again, it would be easy to provide proof that we tried.
He will know.
Yes.
He can see us. He is a great wizard, great lich. He can scry. He has arcane means of knowing what we do. How do you think he found us so easily? This is why he says he can find us wherever we go.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the ride. It's I will give you this information for free. Try and stay to the east, and you will reach Candlekeep, or veer northeast, you will reach Baldur's Gate. 1 in 2 days if you get past the pirates. 1 in 3 days if you can get past the pirates and the shoals and the sharks. And yes, I think that is as much information as I'm willing to give at the moment.
No, I
got
think
it. What
I
if
think
we
my
take a
friends
vote
might
on
be
it?
willing to take your deal, dude. So you can talk to them.
Yeah, but he said all of us have to agree.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Do you want to vote on it?
Yes, let us vote.
Or,
I'm willing to take a deal where all we have to do is provide proof that we tried.
you know what? You all have been so interesting for me. You provided me more conversation than I've had in many a year. And even the interaction with the townspeople was interesting. So I will tell you this. Well, can we all agree that to the east is the continent on where lies the coast where lies Forrest Gump, Waterdeep, and Baldur's Gate, among many other places. We could agree on that, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
There was a little something I used to do with my friends a long time ago, before I killed them. It's a little game we used to play. I will cast your spell on you to get you out of this ocean, but we'll add some chance to it. You will pop up somewhere randomly on the continent, but you will be off the ocean. And you will require nothing from me because I will get to watch you from that point and see what occurs. I will simply blend a little bit of chaotic wild magic into my teleportation spell. I can see already the bunny's hunger to know how to do such magic.
I don't know. Do you guys want to try that?
I'm open to it.
I would literally like to do anything to continue this conversation.
Who's done it? Boja?
Jen?
My goddess will watch over me. If you wish to go, I will pray for her guidance in this as well. And I will send up a little prayer to Sarah and Ray to help guide us.
Okay. Does anybody want to roll a D100 or do you want me to roll it?
Well, I've been rolling shitty all night.
I was about to say, anybody but Mike.
Yeah, he's having probably long.
What do we get there?
79. No, wait,
79. That's not bad. That's not bad.
And at 85.
I would say Jeff had roll one. We can take that one.
All right. We're going to end a little bit early tonight, but I'm going to show you approximately where you ended up. He begins casting a spell, and it continues to build and build, and suddenly with a flash of light, you're enveloped in that flash of light and reappear in darkness, surrounded by the moaning of spirits in the fields of the dead.
Neat.
Okay. All right. Not too far from.
What is
where we need
wrong
to
with
be.
you? Why are all the things in the world neat?
So, if you look on the map, you are between the D and the E on the fields of the dead. So,
Okay, so that's right there.
Dude,
You talk
I'm gonna spit tea on my laptop.
you befriend liches, and then you talk shit to liches when I tell you, like, don't get in bed with undead creatures. But no, like, serious is going to be serious. I'm going to talk shit about gods. I'm going to talk shit to the fae, the elements, the undead, like, ungodly powerful liches. No, I'm just going to talk shit to everything in the world, and it will all be fine. By the way, we are all going to die. Yes, I know we're all going to die because you talk shit to all the most powerful things in the whole world.
I didn't talk shit to the lich.
You sound like my old grumpy grandpa.
you are
At no point did I talk shit to the lich.
you see you end up in the middle of a cow pasture, each of you somehow standing in a large patty of cow dung.
Lovely. I
There
cast
is-
prestidigitation.
There is a farmer's fence erected entirely of rusting armor, bones, and weapons that are also rusting, erected around this. And that's where we will leave it for tonight.
I will say,
Wow.
like, standing in the cow patty, I was like, I will say this. I do appreciate the sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for an old dead man, he definitely has a sense of humor.
Prestidigitation on myself and but serious.
Prestidigitation on myself as well, because I
All
can
right.
do that too.
Go ahead and take us out, and I will give you guys
Yeah.
experience. So.
All right.
Bjorn is dirty again.